Oh, good num morning. It's Castlevania time again. It's been a week. It's been a week of Nights of Azure streams, but we're here. And I have been looking forward to this one. I have made no attempt to hide that Aria of Sorrow is my second favourite Castlevania game. Full stop. The only one that surpasses it is Symphony. And that's entirely because of nostalgia bias. This game, a lot of people argue, is the best one, and unlike with Harmony, that I have a lot of issues with it, I completely get it with Aria. I love this game. And hopefully I can show you guys why. This one plays a lot, well, doesn't play different, but its setting and setup is a lot different from what you might be expecting. I am going to quickly just check the control settings I've got for this game. Okay, that's all good. They're just super quick. Because this game, its setting isn't in some medieval or mystical time. It's actually based in the future. Making the Sorrow duology, because this game does have a sequel, a direct follow-up called Dawn of Sorrow, a very unique duology. Because of that. Something I hope to show as we go through. Yeah, there's my current main run. There's the Julius. I'll probably show off Julius as well. When you start the game, you can pick normal or hard, but only after you beat the game once. I'm going to be doing this playthrough on hard for several reasons. The main one being I've done this game so many times on normal that it would kind of... I think it wouldn't be that interesting for me to go through. I think I'd rinse it too much. Especially on the other side of Harmony Dissonance, I kind of want to be challenged. But the main thing is that on hard mode, to balance out the enemies hitting harder, being stronger, having more health, etc, etc, they balance it out by making it that their enemies drop souls far more often. So I'll be able to showcase more things. I won't have to grind anywhere near as much to get some of the things I want to showcase. Because, yes, I will be going for the true ending, which requires you to get 3 specific souls. But additionally, I want to get, I always call it the Holy Sword, but it's a unique weapon that can only be got in a certain area that requires you to get the Curly Soul to even stand a chance of getting through. So I want to be able to get that as well, and Curly is an annoying enemy to try and get loot out of, to try and get it to drop its soul. Some enemies have horrendously low drop rates, but some aren't so bad. But enough of that, let's hop straight into our hard mode playthrough of Aria of Sorrow. Oh right, I should give us a name. You already know the drill. The year is 2035, Japan. Crowds of spectators are gathering around in anticipation of the first full solar eclipse of the 21st century. My name is Soma, and I am a high school exchange student studying abroad in Japan. I lived near the Hakuba Shrine, an ancient shrine with strong ties to Japanese mythology. Mina Hakuba, the only daughter of the shrine's caretaker, is both my classmate and my childhood friend. I started making my way to the shrine to see the solar eclipse with Mina, but for some strange reason, the stairway leading up to the shrine felt longer than usual, as if something was trying to keep us from our destination. When I finally managed to get through the shrine gate, all my senses began to dim. The pitch-black sun is holding chaotic darkness together, trying to rouse a sleeping soul as if looking for its missing other half. I forgot how quick that text kind of scrolls when you're reading it out loud. When you're just reading it in your head, it's fine. When you're reading it out loud, it's like, oh, that's actually starting to escape the screen. But as Soma cruised reached the top of the staircase, a silhouette of a castle appeared, and next thing he knew, he was in it. Oh! Hey, looks like he's coming too. Where am I? Whoa, what happened? So you decided to join us. Did you have a pleasant nap? Huh? Who the heck are you? It's okay, Soma. His name is Genya Arikado. Skip the introductions. I have a few questions and I need answers now. Go ahead. Why have you come here? Well, why? Well, Mina and I... Hang on, where are we? We're in Dracula's castle. Huh? Dracula's castle? You telling me we're in Europe? No, we are inside the solar eclipse. Inside the eclipse? You're insane. Do you think I'm a fool? Soma, listen to him. He's telling you the truth. What the heck are you talking about? Give me an explanation. Well, it's like this. An enemy. Oh, a lot of enemies. Damn, protect the girl. Yeah, get back to where you come from. And now that's your introduction to how the soul system works. Every single enemy in the game has a chance to drop their soul, which will give you special abilities that go into 1 of 3 slots. This is Winged Skeleton, which allows us to throw spears. What was that thing? So it is awakened. What has? The spirit of the creature you killed just entered your body. Also, yeah, Arikado just did Soul Steal. If it wasn't obvious right from the very frame he was on the screen, it's Alucard. It's it's Alucard from Symphony, and it's just this is way in the future how he's reincarnated now. The spirit of the creature you killed has just entered your body. You have the power to absorb the abilities of the monsters you kill. Why? Why would I have that power? You have gained the power. Now you must go to the Master's Chamber. For what reason? Do you not wish to return with your friend to your own world? Of course I want to go back. Go to the Master's Chamber. Then you will understand everything. But I can't just leave Mina here like this. No need to worry about her. I'll put up a protective barrier. But death will most certainly find those who stay here too long. Then I... Yes, only you can save her from a painful death. And you, what will you do? I too have things I must do within these castle walls. So, set forth. Both your own life and hers are at stake. Oh, I love the controls in this game. Anyway, you start with Winged Skeleton immediately on. Anything that's in the red slot... If I do that, everything in the red slot is up attack like it's a sub-weapon. Anything that's in the blue slot is R, and anything that's on the yellow slot is an area effect, so you don't have to do anything with it. The game does away... You still have hearts, but it doesn't have a heart count like an ammo count. That number is our health. The red bar being a bar to demonstrate our health, whilst the green bar being magic. When you enter, you get to listen to the castle corridor, and my second favourite castle entrance theme. Yeah, the enemies are going to be a little bit tankier in this, because, you know, we are playing on hard. Jump cancelling is a thing in this game, you're going to see me do it a hell of a lot. You don't even start with a backdash, but look how much smoother the run animation is. Like, you can tell this is the Symphony team in full force, and this is, you know, after they've had some games under their belt on the GBA, because this game is smooth as hell. I'm going to be saying it a lot, but this game... It doesn't feel like it came out on the Game Boy Advance. It doesn't feel like this game came out only a year after Harmony Dissonance on the Game Boy Advance. It just doesn't. It's insane what they pulled off with this game, and I love it. Give me backdash, will you? Thank you. There was a object here that you could smash that will give you a grey soul. Grey souls or white souls are permanent upgrades. So now we've got backdash. The backdash is nowhere near as strong as it was even in Symphony. This is how... Oh, we're going upstairs. Let's try and go down. It will travel further if you go downstairs, but this is kind of... See, it's not quite the same. You can jump cancel it, though, which is what you need to do to get to move the fastest in this game. You have to say that to move the absolute fastest, you need to be able to blade dance, and I can't blade dance to save my life. Oh, and see that we just got a new ability. Down here is a save room. But the way blade dancing works is you backdash, jump to cancel it, cancel the jump with an attack, and land pushing right, or pushing the direction you want to go. So it's kind of like the... Hang on. Yeah, kind of like that. I can't do it consistently at all. But yeah, that's the general idea anyway. Anyway, let's get up here. Are you another red soul? I want to show off as many as I can. This is like a protective skill. If it's like in the near vicinity for you. But to be honest, Winged Skeleton is genuinely your best bet for now. They give it to you right at the start, just to actually give you, like, help you get your foot in the door. Bones is quite good. It's literally what you can see. You throw. It's what these guys are doing. But you see what I mean? That if you're used to the normal playthrough, you might be sitting there going, "How is the soul dropping so often?" Yeah, they boost it in hard to make it more fair because the game's so much harder. Oh, I was hoping for Axe Armor. If we got Axe Armor then and there, it would have made the first boss a joke. Oh, we still have another chance, but still. If we get you, this could also be nice. No luck. Okay, never mind. Can you tell I used to speedrun this game many moons ago? I'm no expert of this game, but I've done like a million playthroughs of this game throughout my life. This is one of those like all-time playthrough kind of games. I go through it a lot. Here's your first introduction to the castle map, and they put it right outside the save room, so you'll continue in one motion. At least that's the intention. There's a lot of things that will deliberately lead you into save rooms. Like they will put a collectible like at the door to it, so it's easier to spot it. We need to go down next to pick up wings, but I want to show off that if you want to sequence break, you absolutely can. And then we'll go back down and get it. I think a bulla, or whatever it's called, like a wheel demon is up here as well. Your first introduction, yeah, it's coming. Or Bua. Because you're not supposed to be able to make this jump. Okay, that was awful. If you backdash off the edge and then like leave it to like the last frame, you can make it. But it's been a while. Hang on. See? And you can completely skip having to get the item you're supposed to get to make this easy. But there's other collectibles later on that I'm going to want to get early that requires us to have the wing, so I'm going to go get it anyway. I just wanted to show that if you are trying to speedrun this game, that's one of the basic ones, is knowing how to do that. Nice. There's a secret wall here. That leads to I think that's just a potion. Oh, no, it's a mind up. Okay, that's nice. So it's more magic back. In usual Vania fashion, all enemies respawn when you leave the room. Which is brilliant in this game because of the fact that every enemy has a soul. If you're grinding out a particular soul, it's far easier to do so. Oh, easy way to deal with these guys early on, bring back. Because you can't really hit them easily unless you like get them closer to you in the water. So if you want their soul like now, or try to get their soul now, you can. It's like how our aim isn't just is off key slightly. But we pick up this is our first blue soul, which if you hold R, we will now glide instead of drop. It will slow down our descent, so allowing us to make longer gaps. God, but this game, I'm going to be gushing near non-stop for most of Aria Sorrow. I can't stress enough, this game is phenomenal to me. Oh, whoops, as my finger accidentally taps the trigger. This game's just so fun, I can't recommend it enough. Whether it's off the Advanced Collection or just straight up off an authentic Game Boy Advance, just play this game, you know? It's part of the reason why I was so eager to get the Harmony Distance after Circle of the Moon. It's because I knew then after Harmony, it was Aria's time to shine. And I think this game's also a great starting point for Metroidvanias if you're new to the genre. If you aren't used to how Metroidvanias work and are a bit intimidated by them, this game's genuinely one of the most approachable ones out there. It's insane how much this game has and how much this game offers you right at the start to figure things out. As you can kind of see, it starts off relatively linear as well. It gives you a chance to actually feel things out first before things open up. Oh, this is winged. As long as you're holding R, you will slowly descend. Oh, and I have the magic to do so. No, I wasn't confident in that, but oh well. Okay, blues potion. If you see if you do any kind of elemental magic and you see like a unique effect on the enemy, it means they're weak to it. So like that bone dragon was weak to ice, so it got a unique animation. So is this zombie soldier. Can we make that, or do we have to go around? Oh, we can't make that, good. Oh, whoops. The hearts are still in this game, they just immediately go into your magic instead. They just changed that. Which I think was a wise change, because especially in Harmony Distance, you saw it once we had magic. It was kind of worthless. Our ammo count was kind of worthless. It became very just non-existent. It was just the thing we fell back on when we ran out of magic. Okay, yeah, this is the way I wanted to go. I will still check the map from time to time, even if I know this game better than the others, just to make sure I'm getting the secrets I want to get first. Because sometimes I fall back, even though I haven't speedrun this game like properly for years. There's like 1,000,001 unique tech for this game that was discovered long after I stopped. I do sometimes fall back to old habits, you know? Like I will still try every now and then to okay, you can make this from here, it's just awkward. Ah, screw it. We can come back later. But some old habits will die hard throughout this playthrough, and there will be points where I'll take the speedrun approach instead of the explore everything plot approach. It's hard mode, don't take the Mick Rob approach. There we are. You're me. Oh, I didn't even equip the cape. I didn't even equip the cape we picked up. Whoops. Oh well. Nice. Oh, and we get a yellow soul, which is strength increase. Sure, that's an easy equip. Bit of extra damage whilst we're early on. And speaking of the speedruns though, and this isn't just my bias because, you know, I used to do it, but check out the Aria Sorrow speedruns. Some of the stuff people can do in this game is insane. Especially nowadays where so much more tech is available and so many more people are running this game. It's genuinely insane what some people have accomplished and how quick they can do it, whether it's glitched or glitchless. And I love watching it. I love seeing how much this game can open up even after all this time. How much do you want to back up? Thank you. Yup. I think we're going down and then all the way along, yeah. So we can't do anything else in the other areas. We could have gone through the bottom left, opposite the save in the entrance hall, but that leads to an area we wouldn't be able to proceed through much anyway, so it didn't bother me to just leave it. We'll circle around to it anyway. There is some loot we could have got early there, but it really doesn't bother me. We'll get better things in the not too distant future anyway. But this, in 2003, was also the last GBA-vania. The next time we saw a handheld Vania, it was the first DS one and the second half of the Soul duology, Dawn of Sorrow. So it's kind of interesting. This is almost like the end of its own little era as well of the GBA-vanias, and like this discovery they had to go through after Symphony, where they had to go from a console to a handheld, and they had to suddenly reconfigure everything they were used to. But starting with this game onwards, I genuinely think they mastered the formula. Like there's some little things in Dawn that frustrate me a little bit. There's some little things in Portrait and some little things in Order. But all of them are fantastic games. And then Order is like my third favourite Vania. But all of them are great. So after this game included, they mastered the formula. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew what they were doing. They knew how to make it. And so it just kind of went crazy. They're like, well, if we already know what we're doing, let's just have fun with this. And I love them for it. Alright, Repia. Right, the problem with this is speed. That's... Oh, Tiny Devil sucks. Tiny... Oh, I just noticed that. Actually, I should be a little bit more careful. As I'm burning from, like, oh wait, yeah, this is hard mode. Enemies are doing far more damage. I really wish Skeleton Archer would drop his soul. That'd be really helpful. Just throwing it out there, game. His soul is very helpful. That weapon we cannot get anytime soon. We need Bat Transformation and we're not getting it yet. Here's the next save room. Because yes, there is a Bat Transformation in this game, like with Symphony, but I'll get into that later. You're going to see me do that stutter step attack all the time just because of how quick it is. Once you get used to it, you don't really swap off. You know, like once you get used to it, you just keep doing it because it's just so helpful. Additionally, like with Harmony Dissonance, there is a shop in this game, but it's not until a little bit. We have to meet someone called Hammer first. Unless you're playing a randomizer. One of the best things a randomizer decided to do is make it so Hammer's shop is available right from the start. So you can, like, depending on how the randomizer is, get your foot in the door. Which is why there's $500 just there at the end of this room, because it's something to earn. Alright, they're resistant to ice because they're water-based creatures anyway. I'm not going to try and get every single soul in this playthrough, because that gets grindy as hell, and there's one particular enemy that is my kryptonite. I will point it out when we get to it, but it is evil in trying to convince to drop its soul. As we bump into this strange fellow. Oh, hello there. Hello. You're human, aren't you? Relax. My name is Graham. Let's just say I'm a missionary. Oh, I'm Soma. Soma Cruz. You weren't here in this shrine before, were you? How did you get here? I'm not sure. I went through that shrine gate and boom, I was here. I see. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead, I don't mind. Is it true that this is Dracula's castle? It most certainly is. But isn't Dracula's castle in Europe somewhere? In theory, yes. But his true castle exists somewhere else. His true castle? Yes, it's a well-known fact in the underworld. Do you believe in vampires? Well, no. I thought the story of Dracula was made up, actually. No, it's all true. It was leaked to the outside world. Usually, the church handles these things with the utmost secrecy. Over the course of time, Dracula has resurrected many times, when people lost faith and craved chaos and destruction. So, are you trying to tell me now that Dracula's been resurrected? No, Dracula perished in 1999. You know the prophecy of 99, don't you? Nostradamus' great prophecy? That's right, Dracula was resurrected exactly as he predicted, but vampire hunters destroyed him completely. They ended his regeneration cycle by sealing his castle, the symbol of his demonic power inside the darkness of an eclipse. And that eclipse is where we are now? Yes, but there's still more to the story. There's more? In the year 2035, the new master will come to the castle, and he will inherit all of Dracula's powers. But that's... Yes, that time is now. I better get going. Is that all, then? Oh, yes, thank you. Farewell, be careful. Yeah, you too. And there's your premise and setup. Dracula's done. Also, back from Symphony, so we can actually have proper track transitions, they brought back the corridors between rooms. So it doesn't just hard cut to different tracks, like in Circle and Harmony. You actually have to, transition first. These ghosts are infinitely respawning, so if you're after their soul, you can grind it out. Problem is that enemies that are infinitely respawning tend to have low drop rates to mitigate that problem. So you still end up having to kill hundreds of them just to get their soul. There you go. Fine, we'll deal with you. I can't really see the fire in the slight effects. It's like everyone was running straight into it. There we go. Is this the one? No, okay, it's higher up. Or somewhere else. There's one where if you jump on the bone pillar, you can go straight over and pick up an item. Oh, okay, flamethrower. Sure, I'll keep it on. That'll be a good damage dealer. It burns through your magic like nobody's business, but I'll keep it for now. Oh, is this the port I was thinking of? Okay, no, it's still somewhere else. God dang it. I tried to jump through the floor. Hang on. I don't think we can reach that. That's a big potion, a big mana. Just be safe. Uh-oh. Get me out of the corner, please. So I know there's stuff down here, so I wanted to quickly check. I think there is something else if you drop all the way down, straight down the left shaft, so I'm going to quickly check that, whilst everything's dead in this room. Actually, I need to drop. I think? Yes. The bamboo sword. And this insane pillar. It's your first actual swing weapon. I'm still going to keep what we have, but it's your first swing weapon. So if you want a bit more range to reach certain enemies, you can use that. Devil. I'll put flamethrower back on when we get to the boss, because we are close to another one. The first act of this game is pretty combat heavy. It's only when you start getting a few more abilities and it opens up that you can start to relax. and explore more. It's up here, the spot I was thinking of. Where you can jump off a bone pillar's... I think it might be, where you can jump off a bone pillar's head to get some loot early. Yes. Just in case you didn't get one as a drop, you can get it there. What does it mean, the transition rooms? Oh well. Okay, you're a Durga and you're gonna rinse me if I'm not careful. Oh, you have no health though. Gym clothes? What? Practicing martial arts. Oh, okay, so magic boost as well. I think all loot gets a slight boost, so there might be some things that I don't really recognize because I rarely see it that I'll get. There we go. I was in an awkward spot, but I was trying to see if I could just chip it a little. Ooh, give me now. Give me axe armor. Literally, do you like the cross? Do you like the cross sub-weapon in Classicvanias? That's what it is. So it's not the one I was after. I was really hoping for the archer skeleton, because that gives you like a very long distance range attack that's very easy to spam, and so it kind of rinses the Manticore, the next boss. But no luck. We can just do that instead. Your next save room is right here. If you want that full restore. And I am going to put Bone Pillar back on. You can pick up souls that you've already got again. Don't worry, that is just something that happens. Just accept that some souls you're probably going to end up a couple of times. Oh, whoops, didn't mean the transition rooms. Alright, Manticore. Oh, that's in the terrible position. He's got way more health than I'm used to him having. Oh well. He's nearly done. God damn, 54 damage. Oh, and I actually died. No, I'm going to take that death. I'm going to take that death, that's fine. Keep axe armor. Okay. Does need to be less pushy. It's hard mode, for goodness sake. I can't be so like perma aggressive. I need to remember that. The debris of the rock can still hurt you, so be careful when you kill these enemies. The reason what I'm trying to do when I'm landing in here is that if you land right on the edge, you can hit the enemy without it hurting you. And I keep on just pushing for it when I need to stop. It's eating my jump inputs. Manticore, you're in a very aggressive... I know it's hard mode, but come on. You're in a very aggressive mood today. There we go. The Manticore was in a super angry mood, jeez. Anyway, give me the Silk Robe. Ah, no, I'll keep what I got. Do I have anything that goes straight up? I think I do. There we go. Get up there. Oh, this is a fun enemy to grind up the soul for. Not the Quetzalcoatl. If you want the Quetzalcoatl soul, come back when you can one-shot the thing, because it's a nightmare to fight. I can't even remember if its soul's any good. Speaking of like souls that I want though, there are two. I'm not gonna like grind for them, but there are two in particular that if we get, would be very nice to carry with us for the whole adventure. One of them's Disc Armor, the other is Valkyrie. Disc Armor more so, because Disc Armor is helpful regardless of where you are in the game, whilst Valkyrie I find only really helpful until we get the Holy Sword, because it's our holy magic. Valkyrie covers holy magic, which is the main reason why I want it. Ow. Well, yeah, be careful with the zombie officer. This guy hurts. He's tanky and he hurts. So we did pick up Tiny Devil. Oh, we don't have any real... Okay, it's this. So it's a bit more options. But I am going to keep Axe Armor on just for now, as we enter the study. Okay, we're past the point of map 1. I just wanted to see if I could check where the save room is, because I know there's a save room near-ish here. It might be down here. No, this is the way forward, I believe, because this is a uncurse. Excuse the loud vehicle. I've got my window open because it's still hot summer. But here's the normal winged skeleton. I mean, you have to have their soul, so it is what it is. We can't do that yet. That's we need double jump. Please. Student Witch is kind of cute. This is the game where the witches turn into cats instead of dying. And there's two versions. There's Student Witch and the normal witch. The normal witch, when they turn into the cats, they can still hurt you. So be careful of that. Whilst the students can't. They become completely docile when you beat them. The Bastard Sword is significantly longer than any sword you're likely to have at this point, so you can't reach that just yet. So please, for the love of God, equip it. It's got good damage, great range. It's a perfect early game weapon to try and get a hold of. Which is why I wanted to detour to get it. I just wish we had a bit more health. Oh, beware of the Butcher. these guys. These are another enemy that kind of hurts like a truck if they hit you. And I imagine on hard mode we'll feel it a lot more. What level actually are we? 7, okay. I never pay attention to my levels. I never like pay attention to the numbers as they pop up. Yeah, I'm going to be a lot more cautious if I've got like a pixel of health. Oh my god. I mean, we're not too far away from a safe, but at the same time, we're not as close as I wish we were. We need double jump for that. I think it's the same beneath us. So you push the box all the way down, it's still just barely not high enough. You need double jump to get into that space. You might be able to wake it, but I'd rather wait until we come back with DG and DJ even and get both. Freeman's going to be a death for me at 5 health. Maybe be a bit more careful. Oh, I know this from. I'm taking it slowly so I can have my health, you know? It's like we're back in Circle of the Moon again. We haven't unlocked the shop yet, so we just got to put up with what we got. Ooh, thank you. That is a nice soul to have. We don't really have any MP to show it, but that is a nice soul to have. It's got good range and travels. Oh, be careful of these guys. You can land directly on them, though. Get up here, Ecto. I want you out of the way. Oh, no, I'm not taking that. Fuck. What? That didn't count. Okay, let me just actually proper rewind. There we go. Let's do this. It's been way too long since we last saved. And it's annoying because there's a melon right in here. And also the Kaiser Knuckle, which I think is hard mode exclusive. Which we'll keep hold of for a while because it's you know, hard mode exclusive, so you're less likely to see it. Melons are like the best healing item in the game. Why? That's why. I am going to use some of these hard mode weapons as and when they show, just because, you know, they're exclusive to hard mode. It's part of the balancing game of this, because of hard mode being what it is. To try and balance things out, they give you some extra benefits and give you some unique things for the trouble. I forgot how tanky you are. And I think the save room's here, yeah. So I don't even need to use the melon, but oh well, better be safe than sorry. I say that I re-round, but it's just because it was such an annoying timing. And we would have lost too much progress, so it just made sense to load it back like that instead of stick to it. And in here, we'll meet, hey, you're Soma, aren't you? You must be him. Yes, but who are you? Oh, forgive me, I'm Yoko Belnades. I'm a member of the church. How could a member of the church recognize me? You've met Genya Arikado, right? I did meet him, but he told me about you and asked me to help you if you were in trouble. Arikado said that? That's hard to believe. Well, he may seem cold at first, but he's actually quite a decent guy. He may be looking out for you because you share the same dark powers. Wait, did you say my powers are dark? Oh, you mean you didn't know that? Oh no, did I say something? Well, what's said is said. Essentially, you have the power to rule over and command monsters. Rule over monsters? I have no desire to do that. It comes as naturally as breathing for you, so you may not realize it yet. And though I called it a dark power, that doesn't mean it's evil. It's like a weapon. Its user decides whether it's used for good or evil. Well, when you put it that way, I do feel a little bit better. Since I got this power, I've begun to lose sense of myself. You are yourself. There's no one else you could be. Don't second guess yourself. Be confident. That's most important. I think I understand now. Thanks, Yoko. Yeah, I'm not used to being thanked by people. Oh, I forgot to ask you. Have you seen a man named Graham? Graham? Yeah, I met him earlier. Be wary of that man. I believe that he will inherit Dracula's powers. No way. He did not look like a bad guy. Right, and I've got a bridge to sell you. Don't be fooled by his appearance. He's not who you think he is. Oh, alright. Well, I must be going. I've got to find Graham. See you around. We can't get that yet. That book, in this game there are 3 books. The red, the blue, and the yellow book. All 3 books will tell you what souls you particularly need to get the true ending. I know what they are already. It's just, if you don't know what they are on your first playthrough, you need to go get those books. That's why I wanted to come back and show it off, because I couldn't remember if there was a room down here, or if it was only for the book. But we'll come back and get the book the other way. Also, Aburia will come in here after you've seen the cutscene. Oh, jeez. There we go. I am going to change off RNA. It's not as good as I remember it being. I remember it being a lot better than that for some reason. We'll go back to Axe Armor. Maybe it's a stronger variant later on that I'm thinking of instead. Okay, that's the boss door. This way, I know this one. This one's fun. Oh no, you can't get in. However will you do it? Oh, it opens up when you're not facing it. Oh, okay. Damn it. Also, you might not notice it, but there is voice acting in this game. It's only in Japanese, but it is there. Not during cutscenes, it's more like just coded to be sound effects to respond to certain things you can do. Also, here's the whip sword, which I'm telling you right now, don't use it. The whip sword sucks. It's got good range, but it counts as a heavy weapon, so you can't cancel out the attack animation, and that alone makes it a death sentence. Any weapon that makes it so you can't cancel out its animation is not worth your time in this game. I'm not kidding. It's not even like a speedrun thing. It's just not worth it. You need to be able to attack and then get out of there, you know? You need to be able to just do that and then move. Also, these skull things, this is why I haven't attacked them, is because they're invincible. They're just obstacles. Is it Golem in here? Oh no, it's Iron Knight. Or Great Armor. Which, for the record, it sucks. Because of that shield. Put the Kaiser Knuckles away because we need the range to hit through the shield. I'm just going to rewind out the room. Oh, close enough. Literally has the door closed. If you've watched my Circle of the Moon Harmony Dissonance, you know I don't like to save state during bosses or rewind during bosses. I like to just restart, but I didn't save state at the door because I forgot, you know, once again, this is hard mode. You have to be a bit more careful. Starting next boss, I will. I'll start save stating at the door like it's Circle of the Moon, just so we can be quicker on the reset. I was like, oh yeah, it might be hard mode, but this is Aria of Sorrow. I know this game. No, it's still hard mode. You still got to be a bit careful. Oh, I'm out of magic. But you can be quite cocky about it. You just, you know, you can't be like overly cocky. You like if he goes to lift his attack, he goes to lift his sword, actually move. Don't try and see how much you can get away with. Because it will hurt. There we go. See, and that's how the fight should go. Here's Hammer, here's our shop. Well, what's a child like yourself doing in a place like this? Child? You're rude, Grandpa. Oh, my apologies, my name's Hammer. The army ordered me to come here. Hi, I'm Soma. I thought I was inspecting a shrine, but suddenly I was in a castle. Don't you think that's a mean thing to do to a guy? So I just bailed on my mission. What do you mean? The Hammer was a bunch of strange people gathered at the shrine. I thought they'd be good customers, so I opened up a shop. Ah, good for you. There's weapons all over the castle and no monsters at the front gate. Good place for a shop. Come on by. I'll give you a good deal. See you around. Anytime you go to the entrance gate, he'll be there now. A shop, huh? I don't get it. But now we got double jump, or Malthus. Yeah, I really can't do this to save my life. I really can't blade dance, unfortunately. But now, several areas are available to us. We can't go through the bottom left yet in this area, but we can go up the top right and get that loot there. We can go back up and explore the right side path of the wrong way at the start of the study room. And ultimately, that dark space above us in the map is where we need to go next, because that leads to a warp room that will take you near the entrance gate, so you can find the actual path to where you need to go next. Similar to Symphony, you go all the way from the left to the right in like a linear-ish fashion, and then after that they open things up and be like, okay, now try and figure things out. Oh, I can swap back to the Kaiser Knuckle now. Now we've got, we don't have to worry about range again. We just have to get a bit closer. There we go. Yeah, nice try, Buria. This is actually a great spot to grind up the Buria soul if you want it. You can just do this. Not that I'm having any luck. But yeah, you can try and do that for this. Almost every enemy has a good grind spot if you know where to look. Where they're like right next to the entrance, so it's an easy reset. And I'm going to save again. Oh, please. Please. Screw it, I'm getting my health back. Have you noticed how we don't have the ground dash at all yet? Yeah, there's a reason for that. There's an area up ahead where they don't want you to proceed. They don't want you to get that book early either. Yeah, you might notice that enemy's biggest problem is that it takes a while to turn around. So if you can get around behind him, you really can't do much. Curse. I don't think, what's Curse do in this game? Oh, it drains your magic. Look at our MP bar, it's just gone. It doesn't reduce your movement speed. Or make it so you can't attack. Yeah, and the arachnids have a retreat motion as well. You just saw it there. Sometimes when you hit them, they will back way up. If they hit stairs or any kind of incline, they won't be able to do anything, though. Anyway, let's push this over here and get this loot, and then we'll bring it back all the way around to get the other loot. No? Okay, I have to check. I don't remember where every single breakable wall is on top of my head, but I know where most are. Boost your luck a little bit. Nah, I'm good. I'm not too fussed about luck right now because I'm not trying to go for all souls. When we could go after like a particular soul for something, if we get unlucky with the drops, then yeah, I will try and put luck stuff back on to try and get it sooner. Like I said, like Curly. Curly's going to be our nightmare. Just the standard broadsword. So that puts you to 38. That puts you to 42. Oh, but it's... Okay, no, never mind. Don't equip it. I always call them like the Terraria swords. They like the swing over swords. Most of them aren't worth your time. I don't make the rules. It's just they're really not. I have a very... I try not to be like too severe on strict in my opinion on what weapons work and what ones don't. I've just played this game way too much that I'm used to what weapons I like and what ones I don't. You know? Once you're kind of set in your ways, it's hard to suddenly change them. So if I pick up a weapon and say I don't like it and you do, that's just me. Don't take it to heart, please. You can make any weapon in this game work, similar to Symphony, where you can make literally any weapon in that game work if you try. It's just some have an easier job than others, and some are my cup of tea, whereas others aren't. There is a goddamn gun in this game. In fact, in hard mode there's two, because the rifle's in this game as well. Not that I know off the top of my head where the rifle is. I'll still try and get it, but we'll see. Over here's the hammer, though, which is slow as shit, as you might have guessed, but it is a heavy hitter. But the drill, if you haven't watched the schedule video, the drill is this, today, and tomorrow. Assuming we don't finish this in one. I mean, I doubt we will. As much as I know this game, hard mode is going to make things slow down in some places, so I doubt it'll be in one. But then after that, we're going to start Nights of Azure 2. Which I'm genuinely quite excited to, because Gusts have been pretty strong in delivering for me, personally, since I started playing their games on the channel. And Nights of Azure 1, despite having its problems, doesn't bother me so much because so did Blue Reflection 1, and then Blue Reflection 2 turned it around because it wasn't their first rodeo, so they had more experience. And I'm hoping it'll be a similar deal with Nights of Azure 2, where because it's now not their first attempt, some things will be cleaner. Do I have any potions? I do not. Okay, I need to stop being so not cautious. Yeah, so I'm just going to take it slow. Oh, that's a terrible spot. No soul, of course not. These ghost dancers... Yeah, this ghost dancer's gonna kill me, absolutely. So it'll be fine once we actually get to that shop. It's poison, yep. Well, the anti-venom. Didn't want to just call it an antidote, I see. Go this way first, because there's stuff over here. Over here is your introduction to the warp room, and the game will be like, hey, you know, you can warp to this room over near the entrance that you haven't explored yet. That's, yeah, it's how they always do the warp. They make it so you can warp to an area you haven't been to yet to introduce it properly. But yes, you can just straight up warp to the entrance hall. First things first, immediately drop down. Don't push forward up ahead, because if you go up, there's harder enemies. Come out to this gate and pester hammer. Howdy there, you came. So this is where you've opened your shop. Yeah, it is. By the way, that cute young lady over there, she's staring at you. She see your friend? Yeah. Whoa, I had no idea you're so popular with the ladies. Hey, it's not like that. Now, don't be shy now, you hear? It's good to be young. It's a good thing. Alright, back to business. Take a look around, friend. Here's your shop. You can buy... If you didn't pick up Castle Map 1, you can buy it here. But if I'm honest, I don't know how you can miss it. It's literally blocking a save room, you know? But you can buy Map 2 if you're curious where to go next. I mean, sure, I will for the sake of showing it. Hammer, broadsword, spear. Gladius might be nice. Gladius is quite cool, but Katana's alright. War fatigues are amazing, but I don't know if I want to buy them, because I know you can get them later. War fatigues are amazing for this stage in the game, because it boosts your attack, it boosts your strength as well. Oh, hold off. What can we sell? You can sell anything you have in your game. You're not limited to just gems in this. And the Kaiser Knuckles, being a hard mode weapon, sells for a lot. But I'm not going to sell it because it's great. No, I'm just going to stack up on potions and leave it at that for now then. You can only have 9 potions, so yeah, they do balance things out. You can't have an infinite stack, and I'll have 3 of them. And we'll leave it at that. How are you doing business with your hammer? If you talk to Mina, you'll get a free health restore. Welcome back, Soma. Hey, what? That man over there. You mean Hammer? His name's Hammer, huh? Don't you think he's a little scary? No, I think he's a decent guy. But look at all those weapons he has over there. He told me he was opening up his own shop. Here? He's opening a shop in the castle? He's weird. Yeah, it's pretty strange. But if you say that it's a good guy, I'll believe you. Is that she gives us a full health restore. Like, Hina checking is actually helpful. And up here's the Lucky Charm. So if you genuinely want to grind souls, the Lucky Charm is your friend. It's free extra points on your luck. Even if you don't get anything else out of it. I'm trying to think, is there anything onto the left if you drop there instead? I don't think there is. But I know if I don't check, there will be. No, just extra pennies. Anyway, our next destination. We can go up where we were, but that's not where we're going. You can see on the castle map, now we brought map 2, where we're expected to go. There are 3 castle maps you can pick up. The third one you don't buy, though. You have to find it in the Floating Garden, which we'll get to later. And the funny thing is, on my first playthrough, and for a while actually, I didn't even know there was a map 3. I never picked it up in the Floating Garden, because you have no real reason to go to the exact spot where it is. So I just didn't. There's a weapon there. By the time you can get that, or by the time you're available to get it, you have better things. This game does fall into the same trap that Symphony does, where there are some weapons that by the time you actually have the techniques you need to get it, there's other stronger stuff available to you if you've played your cards right. And it absolutely will happen in this game, as we get the Cestus. Am I going insane? Oh, okay, it's a weapon. It's just... Okay, no. I'll keep with the Kaiser, thanks. The damage is great, but the Kaiser is too helpful. I will swap back to a sword when the damage for the Kaiser starts to get a little underwhelming, because it will start to fall apart on us eventually. It won't be good forever. Even if the hard mode weapons in this game are kind of insane. The second strongest weapon in the game is a hard mode weapon, and you can get it, like, straight after you fight death. Nigh on. The moment you get access to Bat Transformation, you can just go get it. And it's really strong, and I'm just like, oh, right, yeah, that thing exists. Zombies are the only enemy in the game, if I check, that can't drop us a soul. Oh, no, they can, I just didn't get it, because absolutely everything can. But this game will also keep track of what souls you have and haven't got, so if you're going for completion, it's easy enough to do so. Worth mentioning, some of the bosses we have fought can also drop their soul. That's because the bosses that can drop their soul, with one exception, can become enemies later on. There are some bosses that have mandatory soul drop because you only fight one, but any boss that becomes a normal enemy, it might not be mandatory. Like, you might only get it on chance. There's only one real exception to it, where you have to actually beat the boss in a certain way to get their soul, and if you miss it, you've missed it for the run. So if you want 100%, you have to take it into New Game Plus, or just start fresh. But that's not until way later. That's not until we go underground. It's a fun boss, though. But the way we actually need to go is up here. Because now we can double jump, we can make, alongside the wing, we can make this gap. Hey, do you want to drop your soul? I feel like I am deaf, just going, drop your soul, give me your soul. Who needs the Reaper? I'm doing the job for him. But whilst we're working our way up here, if you guys been watching Evo, I have, and I love it. I didn't realize how much I missed Evo until it was gone for 3 years and came back. I was watching the opening night and, well, opening day even. It's opening night for me, being in the UK in time zones. But I was watching the opening night and watched it for like 6 hours straight last night, and I was at peace. I think that's the only way to put it. Like the fights were badass. Like I watched Skullgirls, I watched Guilty Gear, both Strive and Rev 2. I watched Soul Calibur 6, and I watched the Street Fighter 4 match between Daigo and Justin. You know, they're always, hey, it's the Evo moment fighters, let's bring them back. I watched that, and I think it was Soul Calibur 6. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I watched that as well. And it was all really fun. It's so fun. I can't wait for to watch more today. I mean, I'm working this evening, so it won't be until I'm back. I have to play catch up, but that's fine. And then the finals tomorrow as well. Just like, oh, bring it on. And I'm almost like, we know for a fact that King of Fighters 15, because they've confirmed it, is going to announce the DLC Pack 4 properly. So I'll start this cutscene in a second. And they're going to announce the DLC pack properly on Sunday during the finals for King of Fighters, which is, even if I'm not a KOF person, that is exciting. I'm curious to see what they do. I'm hoping it's some guest characters. I've heard the rumors that it might be, so I'm kind of curious and hopeful that it'll be guest characters. Morning, John. I'm doing good. Hope you are too. But King of Fighters 15, they said they'll announce DLC Pack 4 on Sunday. Super excited for that. They also announced they are doing crossplay for King of Fighters early next year. And King of Fighters 15's biggest holdup has been its matchmaking. The matchmaking in the game sucks. The rollback netcode is perfectly fine, and when you're in a game it plays fine, but actually getting you to a player sucks in KOF 15 from what I've been told by a lot of people. Crossplay will fix that, you know, crossplay will naturally fix that problem. So it's like the fact that that game's getting crossplay is amazing. Speaking of SNK though, in their games, they also announced that even though they stopped doing updates to the game over a year ago, Samurai Showdown is getting rollback next spring. And I'm like, that's amazing, because that's like the most execution heavy fighting game on the market right now. Because you do so much damage, so every single little step and every single hit matters severely, and delay made it near impossible to enjoy because of it. If it's getting rollback, sign me up. Speaking of rollback, you're going to get this for a while. I love Evo, it's one of my favourite times of the year, and I'm so glad it's back. But speaking of it, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax shadow dropped rollback on PS4 and Steam. I've heard it's got a few like roughnesses on the edges and a few glitches here and there. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't put it in my schedule. I'll wait until I know it's like more stable. But the fact that it's got rollback dropped is amazing. And the fact that it just shadow dropped, it's like, oh hey, here's rollback in P4AU. I'm like, fuck, I said I'd stream it when it gets rollback, and I already made my schedule. But so we'll sort that out at another time. But it's been super exciting, and I'm 99% sure that Guilty Gear Season 2's first character will be announced on Sunday as well during the finals. Announced tomorrow. Because when they were talking about it, they said that the first character will drop this summer, and I'm like, that's not much of that left. What do you mean this summer? So I think on Sunday during the finals they'll announce the first character. I'm pretty sure it'll be Sin, but I'd like it to either be a new face or a different returner. I think Sin's so much of a guarantee that I almost don't want him to be first. I want to be surprised. Anyway, strange. I sense a dark power within you. Who are you? It's rude to ask questions before introducing yourself. Yes, you're right. I can't give you my name, but people call me Jay. People call you Jay? Why hide your real name? You a criminal? No, I have amnesia. I'm told that I was in an accident in '99. When I woke up in the hospital, I had forgotten my name and my past. Oh, I see. Well, my name's Soma. Your dark power. Were you born with it? I don't really know. I first noticed it when I entered this castle. I see. I guess I was mistaken. Mr. J, why have you come to this castle? Call me Jay. I am filled with fear when I hear the name Dracula. I came here because of the prophecy. I also thought my memory might return. In fact, since my arrival, I have felt like my memory is returning. And your accident occurred in '99? Maybe Dracula was involved. I fear you are correct, especially since I have magical powers. Jay, are you an exorcist? Well, you might say that, but I work for no one but myself. I must be going now. I'm sure we'll meet again. Yeah, see ya. And that right there... Now, I won't spoil who he is. Just know he's one of my favourite characters in the franchise. And it's a crime that he never got his own game to explain the events of '99. And I'm not kidding. They go into a lot of detail about what happened in 1999 in this game. They never let you experience it for yourself. They never ever made a game based in '99 where you get to experience Jay's and crew's adventure. And that's something that's like, it's genuinely bugged the whole community that he never got his own game because he's such a badass. You listen to his story, you learn what he got up to, and when you realise what he actually managed to accomplish, he's so goddamn cool, and they could have made such a legendary... I think the expectation would be insanely high, admittedly, so that maybe might be why they never got around to doing it. Because of what they set up around his character. But it would have been so... God, this damn Quetzalcoatl, get out of here! But it would have been so cool if they did do something. Oh, I was a bit cocky. I was like, can I kill before... What's here? Ooh, the samurai armor. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that boosts your attack as well. Oh god. I brought potions, let's use one. Unfortunately, we don't have the drop kick, or the jumping kick down yet. We have to actually get that as a soul. I'm not kidding, you have to pick it up, you have to get you have to find an enemy called Jumping Skeleton that drops it. Ooh, combat knife. That's good damage. No range, but it's good damage. We're going... Oh, by the way, if you haven't gathered, we're going completely the wrong way. The reason you come here is to pick up slide. As I think it's this area that has slide in it. So you can go through one particular obstacle. Also, lure this Gorgon over here so you can jump off it. You can jump off his back, so use it to get up here easier. And then just use wing to get over so you don't have to hop back down, sort of thing. Fucking waiter skeleton. Don't kill all of these. Kill some of them. So you can get up here to get your mana prism, so you can get a big magic restore. Killer Doll has a pretty nice soul, if I remember rightly, as well, but any soul that I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to have that, we already know I'm not going to get because, you know, luck. Oh my god, yeah. I was going to say, oh my god, no, not the Fleaman. You can tell we're playing on hard mode, though, looking at the damage. I mean, if the hard mode weapon we're using was it was in a giveaway. I can't wait until we get some of like, the stupid shit. There's a bunch of weapons that's in hard mode that some of them are genuinely insane. There's a laser rifle, for goodness sake, in this game. You know, in a Castlevania. And it's a shame, because I know a lot of people that only ever play this game on normal. Because, you know, the game, it's not too hard, but it's respectably challenging on normal. Or especially if you're new. Like, it's not Circle of the Moon, like, rip your hair out, but it can be slightly tough. And then they just go, oh, no, I'm not playing on hard, that'd be way too much. I'm like, no, you don't understand. There's like a bunch of secret weapons that are really dumb but fun in hard. The Kaiser Knuckles just being one of them, what we're using right now. Ow. Oh, god dang it. You brought that on yourself, Minotaur. Ow. Hope you're doing well, John. As I blast through one of my all-time favorite GBA games. Oh, it's a save room. Oh, I should have got this on the way up. That would have been nice. I forgot that was there. But we need to go down to the bottom left, which leads to like a little cellar-esque area. No couriers yet, or curlies. This room sucks. Oh, okay, now we're good. I was like, oh, did I kill that guy? Nemesis has a pretty good soul if you can get it, if I remember rightly. There's a warp room. Okay, so if you need to warp back in here, that's easy enough. Or if you want to get back to that shop. So how much money do we even have? 924? Nah, not enough to really buy anything. I don't even think we need to buy the war fatigues now we've got the samurai garb, if I'm honest. I think the samurai garb's better. Or close enough that it doesn't matter. When I find the curly, it better drop its soul, like, quick. It better not fight me for it. I'm just putting that out there now, game. Oh, you need to slide, we can't get that yet. That's a pulse, we can't get through. I'll say it's just the lower half of the area we was in earlier. We went up and around. And let's go into this. Excuse me, ghost dancers. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll keep that soul luck boost. I'm not going to use it, but I mean, it's nice to have. Okay, this way's the wrong way. It's double check. See? Hey, look, it's the first boss of the game, so over here is a normal enemy. So if you want its soul, you can grind it out here. And you also now understand why the first boss had barely any health, because, you know, he's going to be a normal enemy not too distant future, so they didn't want to screw you over. Golems, on the other hand, though, have an absurd amount of health, so enjoy that. Ow! But almost every single golem has some kind of weakness that will almost one-shot them. The only one I know of by heart is the final golem you encounter near the end of the game, because that thing has 9,999 health and 9,999 defense. So you kind of need to know the trick, because otherwise you'll only ever do 1 damage per hit, regardless of what you hit it with. But that's easy enough. The moment you realize that that enemy has 0 magic, and there's a weapon in the game that will attempt to swap the enemy's health with their magic, so you make it so the enemy has 9,999 magic, but, you know, 0 health. It's like, oh, that's how you insta-kill it, got it. Then that's the trick, and it's also super weak to that technique, so you can just one-tap it. So once you figure that out, you're set. I can't remember if it's a soul or a weapon that does it, though. Come on. Thank you. Ooh, $500. All that for money. That's how we work. That's how we roll. God, this sprite animation is so goddamn smooth. I know it's the Symphony team, so of course the animation is super smooth, but, like, you know, like, on a GBA as well. Like, how did they get it this clean on the GBA when you go back to Circle of the Moon and it was 2 sprites standing and running and it was just alternated between the 2, really like stock motion-y. And now we got this where like Soma's running super smoothly. I think the wood golem is like any fire will kill it super quick. Ooh, that's a big potion. That would have been nice to have. We are getting close to getting slide though, so it's not the end of the world. How many potions do we actually have? Okay, we're out. We need to be a bit more careful now. Ow, fucking just... Just send me to the roof, why don't you? There's the boss, and so I imagine, yeah, because they have an object outside it. That's always usually the giveaway that there's a save room in this game. It's something that carries on for almost every single other Igavania after this. They put something at the save room so it will catch your eye and make you go to it. They make it the most obvious in Bloodstained. They put bookshelves outside the door so you can really get some lore material as well. Anyways, this golem. Yes. Or big golem. Which I think is the last of the bosses that become a normal enemy. After this, all the bosses are more unique, one of a kinds. Nice. Alright, so get our slide. Oh, this enemy... I'm so happy that enemy showed up. That enemy is a rare chance. That enemy isn't always in the room. It's a if it does that, you just didn't get it. It's a rare chance. If you can kill it, it has a unique soul. And it's a reference to like something that Konami does for a while. It's the same. If you played Metal Gear Solid 3, you might already know this. The enemy, if I find it in the book. Oh, I hope it counted as me killing it last time. It didn't. Guess. No, it's Quetzalcoatl. I want to try and kill one. It's kind of hard because it has a lot of health, but it's a unique, like, mythical snake that's in a bunch of Konami games. Yeah, the Tsuchinoko. There we go. Yeah, it's the only room it can spawn, and it's a rare chance for it to actually be killable. But now we have slide, which isn't that great. You mostly just use it because there's certain items you can't collect, and if you try to leave this area early, like go on to the next one, they block it off with a low ceiling, so you have to go pick up slide. But technically as well, there's also like 20 ways to get through this area outside of the slide. And speedrunners almost never bother with that boss unless they're doing an all-boss run, because you can get through this area without the slide and just never bother with it. There are many other ways of getting around it. I'm not going to fight the golem, he takes way too long to kill. Give me that big potion, or high potion. Ooh, Mez, thank you. This is how Killer Doll works. It makes a distraction and the enemy will prioritize. Doesn't work for everything, but you'd be amazed on what it does work with, which is why I said it's actually nice to have. I probably won't use it that much, but trust me, if you try this game, try it out, you'll be surprised. Even like certain bigger enemies will just look at it. It has its worth. So if there's an enemy that's giving you trouble, just try it out. You might surprise yourself. I already got your pickup, so I don't need it. We need to go along and up. And we are approaching where the first Curly is, which, as I said before, I want to grind out because their soul will straight up unlock an optional area later on. And it's not a case of I want to show it off, it's a case of I will show it off. Here's where you'll get stopped. If you try and just proceed onwards without picking up the boss, this is where you get stopped because you need the slide to get under it. Because if you're sequence breaking or speed running, you can almost completely skip this area, so you don't need to get it. Ooh, yes, please. Until we get some of like the other more passive yellow souls, just having strength boost, like, yeah, thanks. You know, like, that's all we need as we enter the inner quarters. Oh, yeah, Persephone has a voice actress. You just heard it. She like greeted us when we entered. Durga. Ooh, there's a nemesis over there. Hey. Okay, or don't give me your soul. I can't remember the drop. Every enemy has their own drop rate for their soul, and so in hard mode boosts all of them, so we should get more. But I don't really know what any of them are. I know what ones are low. So there's an enemy in the clock tower way later on that it took me 2 hours to make that motherfucker drop his soul when I was going for 100% in this game. Oh, this is the you can't advance through this room because this motherfucker will reset time. He will time stop you out the room. He doesn't want to see you. You need a soul that makes you immune to time shenanigans. And if you want the stopwatch sub-weapon in this game, you have to get the soul from him because it's the same thing. It will allow you to temporarily stop time if you could get his soul. And that's the only one of that enemy in the game. So there's no other location in the castle where you can find him, so you need to be grinding out that room to get him. If you want that. But now we need to go into Headhunter. At least I think that's what this enemy's called. Which is a similar idea to a boss in Harmony of Dissonance, where when you beat it, it gets back up. But this time, instead of it just gets back up because the game says so, it's because it has multiple heads. You can see it's on the mantelpiece. Okay, I need to pick up a new weapon soon. The Kaiser Knuckle's great, but the damage is kind of low. Actually, what I can do... yeah, because this damage is terrible. Broadsword. The broadsword's terrible though, so we're not going to do it. So the combat knife is tiny, but it does great damage. Whip sword's great range, but kind of terrible. The hammer is slow as shit, so not going to bother. And I think lance is kind of slow as well. But we'll do this because I think we'll just get better damage out of it. Yeah, we're doing the double damage on a normal hit. And I will put flying back armor back on so I can kind of glide away if I need to. I'll start doing the fire spirit. So I can't really approach you when you're doing fire spirit. And so, of course, the moment I say don't do it, he's going to keep spamming it. Yep, of course he's going to keep fucking spamming it. Ow! There we go, 2 heads down. And now for the annoying one that jumps around like a maniac, so I'm going to... swap back to Bone Pillar so I can try and burn this motherfucker alive a little bit. So he'll try and poison you, and you'll jump around like a moron all the time. have any more potions, do I? Please die soon. Please die soon. Please die soon. Keep just spamming this. Don't run into me. Please die soon. Please die soon. Fuck! That's okay. Get you, because I think you might actually be better for it, because you were doing me any damage. Put you back on, just because you're better for damage per... Even if the Kaiser Knuckle can, hit multiple times per second, this is just better for outright damage. So, look at this. You can get into the jump cancelling motion. You can get a lot of attacks in pretty quick. Which is why I love stabbing swords in this game. Because you can just jump cancel them and do an insane amount of damage real quick. Because this is hard mode, bosses have way more health and do way more damage. So they take far longer to kill. Thank you. That's poison, so you have to be careful. Oh, you bitch! That third phase is going to be my problem. Oh, whoops. Right, get you back on. Because this is the first boss that doesn't become a normal enemy. So when we kill it, its soul will, Headhunter's soul will drop no matter what. This would be so much easier if I picked, the Archer Skeleton dropped its soul at the start of the game like I asked, because you could just destroy it from a distance. But no, the game had to say, no, you can't have that, Robert. Why would I let you have that? That'd be too easy. Oh my god. It'll be good for range, I guess. I'm trying to think of something to try and deal with this guy from a distance. Oh, that does no damage. Never mind. Let's drop that off to something, literally anything else. I didn't trust him to not start moving. Oh, you bitch. There we go, got him. Give me your soul, you piece of shit. Headhunter, the way it works is the more souls you've collected throughout the course of the game, the better it boosts your stats. So at the start, where you haven't got much, it means barely anything. In fact, I think it will actually be less helpful to us. Yes, it'll lower our attack from what we've got. But as time goes on, you pick up more souls, it'll get better and better and better and better. If you 100% the game, Headhunter becomes one of the best, like, stat-boosting souls in the game. But immediately after this is where you encounter your first Curly. This enemy is the enemy I really want to drop its soul, because I need it to get into an area. Also, Valkyrie is the other enemy. I'd really like it if it dropped its soul, because its skill is holy magic based, and it's I think one of our earliest encounters of holy magic. Disc armor as well. Literally all the enemies I'd like to get the souls of are in this area. Curly's the one that we have to unlock the other area. Whilst Valkyrie and disc armor, it's just because they're great damage dealers. Oh, you beauty. You beauty. Give me. Disc armor is great. You know why? Because it's that quick. That was beautiful. Of all, like, some of the bad luck I've had so far on this run, that was amazing. Because it's just so quick. It burns through your magic super quick as well, but, you know, that will solve in time as you get more levels and whatnot. Alright, now if Curly... No. I was like, if Curly or Valkyrie could drop their soul. Ideally, as much as I really want Valkyrie, Curly, just so I don't have to worry about it later. But the disc armor soul will literally be our friend for most of the rest of the game. It's such a great general damage dealer for now. Also, we picked up Undyne here, which you need to pick up to get to the next area properly. It allows you to walk on water like it's a solid object, which you need to get into the floating garden, which is where we're aiming for next. But when I say supposed to, you can get in there without it. And it's actually not that hard to do either. Also, over here is the Poison Blade, or the Huntering. It does more damage, and it's poison based, and it has a big hitbox, so, you know, just pick it up. It's not as long as the Bastard Sword, but, you know, the trade-off is taller hitbox and poison. So just pick the thing up, you know? Just get it. It's right there. It's not even like a hard mode exclusive weapon. It's there on any playthrough, so just get it. It will save you the hassle. Alright, let's see if we can get Curly quick. I'm not going to grind for too long. It's just it's not a matter of I'd like Curly. It's more a matter of we kind of need it. Ow. Please. Just be nice, game. Just drop it. Ow, ow. Don't bully me either. Actually, I'm gonna go save before we lose our progress and have to fight this fucking boss again. Also, a full witch is waiting for you in here now, and be wary when you defeat a witch and they transform into a cat. The cat can hurt you. Unlike the students, the witches, the actual witch cats will hurt you. So I wish it was the Durgas that dropped it, but no, it's the Curlies. So you have to fight the harder variant over here. Oh, and be wary, they can do a magic guard, as you saw there for a bit. Still no luck. Still no luck. Come on. It's not the rarest drop in the game, but it's not the most common either. But I was hoping that hard mode and the soul drop boost would carry me a little here. There we go. As I say that, we need this for later. It allows us to transform into a demon, and you need it to power through a waterfall later on, so you can get to a secret room behind it, which leads to one of the best weapons in the game. In fact, I'd even go as far to say it's the best weapon in the game, even in hard mode. Now we just need... Oh, so now we just need Valkyrie, and we got 3 for free. But so Valkyrie's the one I'm not too fussed on. It's just so we can have access to holy magic. Also, if you wait here for a second, the enemy will come out. There we go. Which is also another unique one-of-a-kind enemy. As in, it's only really in this room, I think. Or, like, in this area. So if you miss it, you do need to come back. But the reason why you pick up Undyne is for this. Because if we go to here, we can now stand directly on the water to get up here easier. No, screw it, I'll put Headhunter on since we picked up a couple more souls. We have lost a little bit of attack, but the general stat boost will pay for itself. Oh, imps suck. Imps will put you into berserk if they touch you. Which means that you can't move and you're permanently just attacking on the spot, so it just wastes your time. You'll just stand here doing this for like 10 seconds and you're like, great, thanks. They appear more often in the floating garden where we're going next. And like they genuinely, I'm sure they're only there to waste your time. It feels like they do nothing else. Okay, I want to go this way first. Yes, also Persephone knows martial arts, so be careful. Also, next warp room, I'm going back to the shop to stock up on potions, because I think there'll be new stuff in there anyway. Oh, speaking of. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to drop to. Also, this is the first Vania where you can pick what warp room you want to go to. Instead of it doing it in a sequence, you can just choose and then go to it. So you're not just spamming up until you land at the one you want like we were in Symphony and Harmony. You can just jump straight like this. And if we're not using the Kaiser Knuckles anymore, I'm going to sell it. Because it being a hard mode weapon, it sells well. So I'm just going to sell it for easy money and see what I want to get. Ooh, the Claymore. No, hold off. The Gram as well, it's also heavy. Yeah, I'll buy the Crimson Cloak. No big potions you can buy yet? Oh, okay, never mind. I'll just stack on what we got then. Oh no, I didn't mean to click on you again. Hey, welcome back. Hey Mina, what's up? It's kind of late to ask, but what kind of shrine is the Hakuba shrine? Soma, do you know the story of the Ama Nawado Shrine? I think I've heard it before. It's the story Tensho Daijin hides herself in a shrine that calms Susanoo down. Yeah, I remember now. Tensho Daijin is the sun. The act of hiding symbolizes an eclipse. By hiding herself away, she was able to contain Susanoo's anger. For that reason, eclipses are thought to confide anger and evil intentions. Yeah, people have prayed for eclipses for centuries. And the Hakuba Shrine is a shrine for this very purpose. I understand now. And usually, we only conduct ceremonies for Japan's eclipses, but in 99, a ritual was conducted in Europe. Yeah, that's what I was told. And that's where Dracula's castle was sealed inside it. That's why I knew the things that Mr. Arikado said were... Yeah, I know that he spoke the truth. I'm sorry, I haven't been much help to you. That's not true. I feel a bit relieved now. Thanks, Mina. Also, thanks for the free heal by tapping you. Not in that way. Not in that kind of tapping. I mean as in, like... pixels. Shush. I realised what I said. Shut up. We're going to go back and clear up there more before we proceed onwards, but we do need to be here. It's why that warp room's there. But there's other stuff I want to clean up here just before we do that. Hey, it means more opportunities to try and get Valkyrie. I mean, I'm probably not going to get it. The fact that I got the other two that I wanted relatively quick doesn't give me much hope for getting all three, you know? I feel like my karma's balanced out now. God, I love the combat in this game. It's a bit twitchy at times. Like, you sometimes may feel like I'm darting around all over the place. Like, it's a bit twitchy at points, but I love it. They made it so the controls are as good as they possibly could for a GBA title, and it paid off. Like, you have so much control even in the air. There's no, like, lead in your jump. There's no, like, commitment. You can just back out and do what you want. As it allows you to just do crazy things. Like, it doesn't bother me that the backdash got nerfed so much, because there's everything else, you know? Okay, if we went down that down left, it's your link to a previous area, so I want to go these ways first. Ow. Thanks for the jab, Lilith. Ow. Fuck. And again. Oh, see how we can't pick this up because we've maxed out. There we go. It's a bit backwards from what you might be used to. That, you know, red is magic and blue is health. You know, in almost any game ever, it's usually the other way around. But once you get used, like, once you adjust, you're fine, you know? It's just that's such an odd, different change. And I think eventually the Vania games did adopt that more traditional pattern and make red health blue magic. But the reason why you can come this way, even though you really don't need to, is because this is your tease for the top floor, one of the last areas of the game. You can't go anywhere here because we can't get up there, but you can get your tease for it and be like, oh, look what could be. That kind of attitude. Anyway. So I don't think there's much here. There's just more map checking at this point. We can get some secrets here though, now. So I am going to do that, or push to do that. Because this might sound a bit wild, but stick with me here. What we're aiming for is the area directly beneath our pixel. Like, there's like a space like kind of rubbed up in this gap underneath us, and it will lead us to the top right of the map. And if you're sitting there going, what? How? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll see. The floating garden's a bit weird. And it's actually something that I've seen catch out newbies as well. Where they'll get to it and they won't understand how the floating garden works quite properly, and they will end up struggling to find out how they get there. Either that, or they'll do the opposite and completely stumble in by accident and not realize that they just accidentally solved the puzzle. Because it entirely depends on which direction you go first. If you go, I think it's left first, you accidentally solve the puzzle. Whilst if you go right first, you don't. It might be the other way around. We'll see when we get there. I want to go the wrong way first, though, because I want to get a particular soul that there's an enemy that can only drop in the wrong way. But you can get this now, so we can get the copper plate. It's kind of worthless at this point, but you can get it. Yeah, it's kind of worthless. It's a problem that Symphony and this game really have. When you start backtracking, some of the weapons and stuff you pick up won't be as good as they really probably should be for the effort. But we need to head along down. I'll save at that red save point and then keep on going down. We can't go up and right, all the way right, and then up in that space there because there's nothing for us right now. At least we won't be able to get anywhere with it. We have to come back. See, I'm going the right way, just double checking. What level are we? 17k. It's just 5 damage. What did I pick up? Oh, I got Burr out of that. Because I hit both that and the bird at the same time, so I really wasn't sure. Where's Burr? Oh, okay. I'm good. The only reason I'm not showing off Curly is because we'll show that later. And we don't really have the room to do it, if I'm honest. You need a much bigger open space because the demon you turn into is much bigger. Anyway, you're supposed to get standing on the water so you can get up here, right? I'm gonna see if I can do it. There is, if you come at it from a side angle, the game will sometimes register Soma on the ledge instead of being on it. There is a consistent way to do it, but obviously I am not consistent, which is how you sequence break, and it makes it so you don't have to go get the slide. You can literally just come here and just, after you get double jump and get up there. We'll do it properly. And that one I didn't even need a speed run to tell me about. I got it by accident once, and I was like, oh, you can do that? And then when I looked it up, I was like, actually no, yeah, it's a common speed run trick. But over here leads to the floating garden, which it isn't a maze. It's just the top left and top right exit of it will teleport you to different areas. And depending on which order of doors you go through depends on where you'll end up. And there's also a cockatrice here, so be wary because you can be turned to stone. But stick your boots to the ground and move all the way right first, because there is a save point for your trouble. Just so you can have some kind of security in here. Oh, that's strange. Every time I've done a playthrough of this game, I usually get the Red Crow Soul like the first one I kill. So I'm kind of surprised on, the soul boosted difficulty. I didn't get one from any of them. Maybe on the way back. But like, Red Crow is usually like my guarantee soul. It's usually like the first 1 or 2 I seem to get consistently. But this space, I said in the top right and top left are warps. We're going to go through all the warp rooms anyway. Also, if you're looking for Castle Map 3, it's in this area. I said I actually didn't know about it for forever. Even though I got the map tile and got 100 on the map, I just didn't know there was a castle map thing there. I just never crossed my mind to check the very specific room they want you to check. Also, these are slightly recolored because they're stronger variants, so be careful. Well, that's a wall anyway. There it is, you just saw it on the left of the screen. Really, still no red crow. Oh, I'm genuinely surprised. Because yeah, if you come here, you can pick it up. But there's genuinely no real reason to. And it just shows you, you see all those like those squares floating around above us? And that's all the rooms you can warp to. In the garden. And one of them will lead to the next area properly. There's no boss in this area for now. We have to get way later in the game. We come back and then there's a boss, but that's like literally the last thing we do before we head to the final boss. It's like in the last 10 minutes of the game, almost. But that boss, when we get to it, the boss that's in this area that we come back to way later, is my favorite fight in the game, and I'm genuinely kind of curious how that will go in hard mode. Because it's actually a respectable challenge in normal. And if it's a respectable challenge in normal, I'm expecting it to kick my ass in hard, but I'm excited. Because I think it's like the only boss and one of very few enemies that are actually resistant to holy. So if you go in with the holy sword and all your holy magic, the thing that, you know, decks most of this game, you will struggle. Because you'll be doing far less damage. We'll go through this way. We can go through the other way, but it's fine. And this will start warping us. See, now we're over here. And depending on how we leave, depends on where we end up. I think this one is fine because it's the first one, but starting from the next one, if you like go back on yourself in certain areas, it might take you somewhere else, which is how you get to the next area. Also, your first devil enemy is here. Be careful, devils, they're not as brutal as they were in Circle, but they are dangerous. And there's stronger variants of them. There's archdevils later on, or archdemons. And there's a king devil as well. The king in particular is brutal. And down here is one of these, if you want to try and get... If you want to try and get this soul, the Dead Warrior's soul, I'm going to say wait until we get to the Colosseum. There's an area later on called the Colosseum, and there's like a whole treasure trove of those guys around in one spot. So now this one puts us way over here, and it's significantly bigger than the last one. Oh, if that guy manages to pull out that enemy, it will scream and it will hurt you regardless of where you are in the field. Which is why it's like a time kill. You have to just get in there and try. Oh, so you can land on almost all these window ledges you can land on to get elsewhere, including this as well. Whoops, I mean to fall that far down. Oh well. But so there is an enemy's soul I want to get, and it's another one-of-a-kind enemy, as in this is the only spot you can find them in, called I think it's called the Kicker Skeleton. And it allows us to do our jump kick. Ooh, there's more money there. No, screw it. I'll leave those guys alone. We don't need to kill them. Okay, good. We did go the wrong way first. It's down here. Well, firstly, there's a save room here. Because the boss that's in this area is pretty much right next to us. We just can't unlock the door yet. But over here is this guy, the Kicker Skeleton. Ow. And he's already doing the thing that we want. It's just we got to get him to drop the soul. And we can just tap that outside the room if we ever need to get our MP back. Dang it. It's not even necessary for anything. I just want the soul. It's not even necessary for anything. I just want this particular soul. This particular one. Because it's one of, I think, technically 2 optional souls. I think that the other one's technically optional. Well, technically the slide is as well if you're sequence breaking, but you know what I mean. Intended optional, not unintended optionals. Because the other one's just in like a random room. In a top floor. And you can, because you have the bat transformation, you don't need it. But you can go get it if you know it's there and you want it. Will you drop your blinking soul, please? You know it's not going to do it now. I'm going to be here forever. You know, it's not like there's a soul boost or anything on hard mode. Thanks for the level up, I guess. Ow! God, he just kick you halfway across the world if he does hit you. Nope, still no luck. No worries. Come on, I know you want to. I'll give it a few more rounds, and if I still don't get it, we'll just accept our losses. We'll be coming back to this area later, so there'll be another opportunity. It's just, it'll help us travel quicker, and that's, if I'm honest, that's the main reason. It'll make it so we can travel a bit quicker in the long term. Thanks to the red scarf. I don't think that's better than what we've got. It's a bit all over the place. Int by 1, defense by 1, strength, and no, okay, that's so like minuscule it doesn't matter. I guess we'll just sell it if we end up getting a bunch trying to do this. Actually, no, I'll get my MP back. Still no? Really? Jesus. Jesus. Give it up. Well, I can show this. Can't go through this door yet. It'll just reject you. That's the boss door. So then we have to come back way later. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. One more, and then I'll leave it. Kick a skeleton. Oh, there we go. The moment I said it, it's literally just so we can do this. If you hold down or direction, you can now kick jump. And because it's a white soul, you don't have to equip it. You just got it. It goes, I mean, your abilities. Hey! Oh, you're in a... Okay, I'm just going to reset the room. You're in a wonderfully terrible spot. And I'm going to save now we got that soul as well. God dang it. Anyway, there's more rooms for us to check out. So if you go left now, you will go into this area instead of going back here. See, you see how it all kind of links together like a maze? And now we're back in the wrong spot. Or the unintended spot. I'm going to clear out these rooms for their loot and whatnot, but now you get the idea. Because the Manticore is here, so if you want to try and get the Manticore's soul, you can. If you're very lucky, you can get their soul when you first fight, because you can score Manticore and the Iron Knight, and Golem as well. It's just unlikely. Which is why they're normal enemies later on. Okay. And then I think there's one more room, and then it will take you out the the left door in the main garden. Oh, and here's a normal golem, not the wooden one. This one is far more resistant and takes forever to kill. As I said, each one has their own special trick that will kill them instantly, but the only one I remember is the last one. Just because of how insane it is to try and kill it normally. You kind of need the trick to be able to deal with it, especially if you want to get all the souls. Because the idea of spending like half an hour just to kill an enemy, just for it to then not drop its souls, nah. When there's a way to kill it in 2 seconds. Also, you have way more health than I remember you having. Also, why did you drop your disc? Oh, I think jump kicks do like next to no damage in this game. I think they nerfed it from Harmony. See, now we come out on this side. But we want to go this way. Also, if you kick off anything, it resets your double jump, so do that to kind of travel across the room when you need to. But if you go left instead, it will lead to a different area. I am, however, going to love tap this save again to get my health back, because the next area is the clock tower. And, you know, it's a Castlevania game's clock tower, of course it's dangerous. I need to go this way, actually. Oh, both the Ripper and the birds that carry them count as separate enemies that have souls. So if you're trying to grind them out, that you can grind them both out right then and there. More money. And if you leave this area through the left, you'll come out in the clock tower instead. Ow. Fine then, screw you. Oh god, there's even more of you. Let's just get out of here. See, this leads you to a corridor, and you're like, huh? And then out you come in the clock tower, which houses, I'll answer that in a second. So we meet again. I'm glad to see you're unscathed. Good to see you too. I got something I want to ask you. Sure, go ahead. Someone told me that you are to inherit Dracula's powers. I take that lady from the church told you that, didn't she? It's not true, is it? The term inherits is incorrect. It's true then. I was born on the very day that Dracula was destroyed. So in short, that means that I am Dracula. It can't be right. You've been so kind and friendly to me. That's because I don't consider you a threat to my mission. But that being said, you have made it this far. I sense a power within you. Do tell me, what kind of power is awoken within you? The power to rule. What? You foolish boy, that's impossible. Huh? I can't remain here any longer. I must get to the throne. Your name is Soma, right? You are wrong, Soma. I will not allow you to rule. Jeez, what was that all about? Anyway, Clock Tower theme. It's another second favourite. It's my second favourite Clock Tower theme in the franchise. And the reason why I armenade a little before it is because I kind of juggle between this and Tragic Prince as my favourite Clock Tower theme. But I love them for different reasons. Tragic Prince I love for the rock. I love for the rock, I love for the instrumentation. Whilst this I love for the feel. I love the tone and setting it makes. I said, this has still got a bit of rock in it as well, but you know what I mean, it's different. Also, there's a golem here that you might not even realise is there. He kind of... Ah! Okay, I'm not taking that, Dev. You might not even realise is there. Also, there's new enemies, the lightning doll and Medusa heads. There's two variants of Medusa heads, blue and yellow. Yellows can turn you to stone, blues can't. You see how there's two lights here? It's because it's leading you to a save room. Once again, the game leads things. Means I just crapped out for like an hour. What'd I miss? A decent chunk of the game. We got some skills we need. I've got disc armor. Actually, I can show you my souls. I've got all of these. We got Curly, so I can access the secret area later on. We haven't gone there yet. We've just done the teleporting maze, which is why we're over here, like, separate from the rest of the map. And we're now in the clock tower, one of the harder locations of the game, as we work towards death. And I was just highlighting how almost every single save room has a subtle way of telling you there's a save room. Like this, having two lanterns outside of it, or the other one having, like, an item outside of it. Because now we've encountered Graham, and Graham has revealed that he plans to inherit Dracula's powers. We need to make a battle plan to try and deal with him. Hello, Soma. Hey, Yoko. Just ran into Graham. Really? Which way did he go? He was in a rush to get to the throne. Just as I thought, there is something important in the throne room. I'm sorry, Yoko. What's wrong with you all of a sudden? He's not who I thought he was. He was only kind to me because he thought I was powerless. I see. But his attitude changed suddenly when I told him about my power. Well, in his mind, he thinks everything in this castle is his. So that's the reason? But it's better this way. What is? The fact that he sees you as an enemy now means you're my comrade. Does it? What? You don't want to be on my side? No, that's not what I meant. Oh, it's so fun to tease you. But this is not the time to be fooling around. Your presence here has thrown Graham into a panic, so this is our chance. What sort of chance? Using his cunning mind, he's been able to evade us up until now. I don't think anyone has ever seen him panic before. I get it, circumstances right now are making him act this way. That's exactly right. This is an excellent opportunity to trap him. Well, I must be on my way. See you. And now we have our main objective, get to the throne room. But if you just go straight there, you will end up with a bad ending. There are 3 books in the game that will tease the path to the true ending. You need 3 specific... Oh, this arsehole. Hang on. Okay, one thing at a time. There are 3 books in the game. All of them tease a particular soul you need to have before you get it. If you can solve the riddle, you get the soul, you'll get the true ending path and unlock more of the castle when you get to the throne room. It's pretty easy to get, and I think 2 of the 3 are gimmies. I think 2 of the 3 you get no matter what. I think it's only the middle one that you have to actually go out your way to get. Anyway, this enemy, he isn't that he's hard. The reason why I hate him is because, at least in my experience, he has the lowest drop rate for his soul of any enemy in the game. When I was going for 100% souls, it took me, I kid you not, over 2 hours to convince that son of a bitch to drop his soul. Is this where the secret is? Yeah, there is. Okay, you just have to take some spike damage to get the Mr. Lane. And we're actually close to getting the next, like, super god tier hard mode weapon. Okay, where is the... Where is that sword we just picked up? I just want to show it off. There it is. It's super quick, doesn't do much damage, but it, you know, it's for hit rate. But I am going to keep my poison touch. As much as, you know, this does less damage, and the bigger hitbox changes everything. Ow. Ooh, what level are we now? 19. I might backtrack for that save room, actually, because we've already been beat up quite a bit, and there's quite a stretch between here and the next save. I love this clock tower theme, man. It's so good. It fits the theme. It has, like, a mechanical clock vibe to it. But it's just such a great track. And it's also, like, this soundtrack for this game is more impressive, I find, in this game, after Harmony and Dissonance. Because keep in mind, Harmony and Dissonance sacrificed its sound chip, I bring it up all the time, sacrificed its sound chip to make the graphics better. And this game, I think, looks visually as good, if not slightly better than Harmony and Dissonance, and it didn't sacrifice its sound chip. The music in this game's amazing. Especially for Grand Theft Auto standards, Jesus Christ. GBA, Game Boy Advance. I don't know why my brain nearly said Grand Theft Auto. Oh, also be careful. There's a trap. There's a little sneaky trap there. Kill all the enemies first before you try and go there. Actually, don't even. What I mean is, if you just run straight ahead, this floor counts as a drop through. So if you tap down and jump, you'll slip through to the spikes. It's a gimme trap. You have to actually go around if you want to get into that bit, but there's an enemy there. And I think it's just for like a heart. There's no actual like real reward, so it's not worth it. It's just a trap because, you know, it's a clock tower, so of course they're mean. Ooh, Valkyrie, another chance to try and get your soul. That would be really nice. And I believe, I might be wrong, but I think that's a hard mode pickup in there, that cape. I don't think that's there in normal. I think that's only there in hard. So we'll have to come back for it when we get Flying Bat. Which isn't for a little while yet still, unfortunately. Oh, these Medusa heads are the ones, the yellow ones are the ones that will turn you to stone if they hit you, so be careful. The normal ones will just bully you, but the yellows are actually, you know, a major threat. Speaking of major threats, this entire room's a fucking threat. I'm just gonna do that. So I won't do it for the bosses, but it's just for the levels. I tend to do. I will do that just because it saves time. Oh, I think this is the, firstly, there's the alternate version of the Harpies here, so if you're after its soul, this is a good spot to get it. Because there's 2 Harpies and that alternate version. But yeah, this is the, side of the top floor. So we still can't access it, it's just another teasing room. Because you get here and you can't go through, so it's like, oh, look, see, there's another, ooh, there's something here, that kind of attitude. Gets you curious about what's ahead. But yeah, the Harpies, and what's this one called? The Sirens are here. So if you want to get their souls, that's a good spot to get them. There are more Sirens later, but not as common as they should be. Oh, speaking of bosses coming back earlier, here's one. The Iron Golem's over here is just a normal enemy now. And he's effectively guarding, well, at this stage of the game, it's probably going to be the hardest boss you're likely to encounter. Because the next few bosses after this one, I really don't find that bad. Both, I forget what it's called. I don't want to say Balrog, but I don't think that's right. And then Legion, because Legion's in this game, because of course he is. This was around the time they decided that Legion needed to be in every single goddamn Castlevania. Like he was a mainstay boss. There we go. And I will be going for those optional bosses, not just because I want the true ending, but because I want everything. All the loot I can get. Anyway, Death's Scythe is right there. That's literally Death's weapon, but it's only in hard mode that it's there. So we need to come back when you've got the ability to squeeze into that gap. So we have 2 reasons to come back here once we get it. But going this way, and I'm going to save state at the door just so it's easier for us to load in later. Time for, you know, our obligatory showdown with Death. He's just here. There's no, like, cutscene setting him up or anything. You just fight him. Firstly, you have to break his weapon. You can't actually hurt him. In the first half of the game, I'd say he's, like, he kind of marks off the middle of the game, but I'd say, like, he's one of the hardest bosses in the game right now. I've seen a lot of people, especially on the normal run, get completely stuck on Death. And get stuck in him for ages and be like, oh, he's a terribly brutally hard boss. It's like, no, he's a mid-game challenge. I am going to just take that Death. That was awful. But he is a challenge, and so I am expecting to reset a number of times on our quest, on our victory path. Oh, I didn't want to take that. I'll just take the death, it's fine. How much, I mean, what have we actually got on us? I haven't really checked. I know we've burnt through all our potions, but what have we actually got on us? Is it just MP stuff? Yeah, it's just MP, okay. That's fine. We've got so many MP potions, I might as well be using them. And this is only phase 1. Once we break the weapon, we fight death proper. Oh, okay, that was a really unfortunate fucking circumstance of bullying. Alright, there goes phase 1, and we have, like, no health for phase 2. Great. Oh, I landed on the blade? Are you kidding me? Come on! Alright, time to do phase 1 again. I find phase 2 more manageable than phase 1 because you can read his attacks. It's just that was... I want to be able to get into it with health. That's the problem. I want to be able to get into it with some health. Oh, I'm already out of MP. I was like, why aren't I throwing anything? I've got disc armor costs an insane amount of MP, especially at our level. Nice. A little bit more health. And just as a precaution, I'm going to drop another save state. I'll drop it here. Okay, that was a... Okay, let me just... Give me my MP back. I was like, we can't hurt him yet. That was just a waste. Ow. Oh! Yeah, I'll just save off this. We'll figure it out. I think that attack you can duck under and you'll be just safe, but we'll see. Yeah, see, if you duck, you're safe. So if he does it again when we're close-ish, like this. Oh, didn't want to do that. Oh, keep doing this, Death, please. Don't think about anything else. Uh-oh. Oh, nearly. That was a good run. Yeah, please keep doing this, Death. This is brilliant when you do this. I think it's because I'm so right up in his face, he's trying to do this to get me off him. And that's why his AI just is relying on this so heavily. Oh, there we go. Ugh. There we go. Be careful, the weapon can still hit you. Wait until the weapon's gone. If that's the most evilest thing, and I have seen people die to it. The scythe still has an active hurt box until death is them dead. But now we've got death and we can make, you know, the little sickles he summoned during the first phase. You can do that yourself now. But that's not the reason you come here. You come here because now we can go swimming. We got Sculler. Because now our destination is on the opposite end. What else we've got here? We need to go south, or down, sorry. Because it's not really a compass point, so it's just up and down. We need to go all the way down, out of the clock tower, back to where we were, and continue, because now we can go into the underground. Hang on, give me 1 second. Be back in a sec. I'm back. I might have to go again in a few minutes, quickly, but that's all right. It is what it do. Anyway, we need to get back out of this area, so we have to actually, you know, backtrack the clock tower because, you know, thanks game. One of the more dangerous areas of the game. Yeah, now do it backwards. I mean, it's easier because you're just going down for most of it, but you know what I mean. It's a bit like, oh. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to come back for that cape. So I think that's Dracula's cape. I said I'm 99% sure that's hard mode only. In the same way, Death's Scythe is hard mode only. But there's a good reason for it with Death's Scythe, because that weapon's the second strongest weapon in the game. I think the only thing in terms of raw damage that's stronger than it, that's what I mean when I say stronger. It's not the best, it's the strongest. The only weapon that's got higher damage than it is the unique weapon you get if you beat the boss rush, and I think it's like under 8 minutes. It might not be 8 minutes, but it's super quick. You have to do it. Before we head down, there's a save room over here, so I'm going to love tap it. And then proceed on. The stat drops. We picked up so many more souls. That's okay. We're just for a bit. It's just so we can go underwater, which we need to for like the whole next area. Well, the bitty old bread is almost as great as he's made to push boxes. Yeah. Yeah, but now we can stay underwater. Well, we can go underwater first of all, and you can stay under there indefinitely. Oh god, there's a demon over here. Plus side is the next ability we're getting is one of the more helpful ones in the game. It's a really enjoyable one. I think this is the... So I'm paranoid about going the right way first. I want to go the wrong way. Okay, yeah, no, this is for secrets. This room sucks to try and get the secrets in, but it's here. Because of these enemies, all the Medusa heads. Still no Valkyrie. But you can get, I think this is all rocks onto the pitch black suit. Oh, we lose a bit of attack, but that defense boost up by 12, that's too good to let go. We have to really. Valkyrie. Valkyrie, if you're not going to give me your soul, the least you could do is just get out of my way. Let me out of this room. Oh, geez, right, this... It would be a clock tower if this wasn't here somewhere. I'm glad they wait until after the boss when you're just trying to get out of here before they throw this shit at you. Please. I'm not taking that death. That's just a fact. I'm not taking that death. I got bullied. And it's only for a weapon. That I don't even think's that good, if I recall. A Burton. Hang on, let me have a look. Actually, no, I'll keep it, because it gives me defense as well. We lose our poison touch, but eh. Closest save room is so far. Uh-oh. Oh, thanks. I'm probably gonna... Okay, no, we didn't manage to get out of there. I mean, we just got this... Fuck, leave me alone. I'm resetting that, and I'm gonna go back over here to... Let me out the water, please. Let me get my health back. You. If you're playing the alternate mode, the character you play as naturally sinks in the water from the start, so you don't have to worry about getting a specific item to do so. Opening up more of the castle right from the early part of the game. We're nearly out of here, though. Still no Valkyrie soul. I just gotta give up hoping. It's not gonna happen. And I mean, it's kind of past the point where I'm that fussed anyway, because we've got other options. There was a point earlier on where it would have been really nice to have, but that's past. It does great damage and it's holy based, and most of the game is weak to holy. Here's your warp room, by the way, because this just leads back round. This is the closest to where we need to be. I'm just debating whether I want to go to the shop. I'm going to go to the shop first, but that is the closest warp to where we need to be. Hey, welcome back. Hey, do you know Arcado? Yeah, sort of. Is that weird fella a friend of yours too? You're more popular than I thought. Don't much like people like that, so what can I sell you? You still won't sell me good potions? Oh, there is. Also, I know you can. God, that's insanely pricey. I'm gonna hold off. Dragon Slaying Sword. The water armor. Okay, gold plate. Crimson Cloak. Oh, the Soul Eater ring. It's 300,000 gold, so good luck grinding for that. It makes it so souls drop more often. So you kind of almost need it. It's worth the grind if you're trying to get 100% on the souls. Welcome back. I have a message to you from Aricado. From Aricado? Yeah, it's there's an area accessible by traveling through water. Without scuba gear, it may be tough for a human to handle. I see. Come back again later. Maybe I'll have another message from him. Yeah, if you're ever stuck, come back and she will give you a hint. That's just saying, hey, check water. Now you can swim, dumbass. This one. Don't know why those needles are just there out of the water, but whatever. Oh. Whilst we're heading over there, we can put Headhunter back on. I'm trying to think what I'd want. I'll put Bone Pillar on for a bit. And we need to go straight left until we can't anymore. God, I love this. This is why I wanted to get the drop kick, because if you know your positions, you can kind of just get over most of the level in some rooms. Because you can kick off almost anything. It just doesn't do any damage in this game compared to Harmony of Dissonance. Which is unfortunate. I got why they nerfed it, because, you know, you could absolutely rinse that one phase of the final boss with it and everything, but at the same time, it's just funny, you know? It's just fun. Just keep it as it is. I'm glad they keep it as a mobility tool, but it's still like, come on, it would have been nice to just be able to, you know, kick an enemy to death reasonably. Have it be based off your strength. But we are approaching that one room I was talking about that I want to go for. And I won't beeline it for it straight away, but I am going to be leaning towards it as soon as I can, because although it's a very dangerous area, the reward, if you can get through it, is... I can't stress how worth it is. It's such a good weapon. It's the only, like, called a Terraria-esque weapon where you swing it overhead that's worth it. It's insanely good. As we enter the underground reservoir. There's two ways you could approach this area, from this one or from the entrance hall if you go left instead. Oh. As I say, I need to get this. You can get this as well, but it's a little bit tight to get the Milliken sword. Which has a chance to turn enemies to stone, which, you know, not that helpful for us. There's not too many enemies that are resistant to it, but enough that it kind of makes it go, oh, okay, I'm not going to bother then. You can ride those nightmare horses. Just be careful, because there's a flesh golem that it's going to run you into if you do get on it. And this isn't the only spot the flesh golem is, but it's only like one of two. So it's up to you if you want to grind it here or wait until you get to the waterfall room. And also it just got all its health back, so I left the room by accident. I want to kill at least out. I'll kill the one later on. I'll kill the one in the not so hostile location. Actually, we can try and kill this one now since it's going to be taking it. It's just very chunky. think it has, like, nearly 1,000 health. Oh, this one's a fun one. Push the boat, get on it. Missed it. There we go, and that's how you get there. So they do have some gimmicky things still in the game, just not as many as Harmony Dissonance. They calmed it down a bit. Well, that's an Archdemon, so be careful. He's a bigger threat and will... or an Archdemon. Ow. Oh geez, and just like most other Castlevanias, slimes, depending on their colour, affects what status condition they're going to throw at you if you get hit by them, so be careful. They're also super resistant to physical. I think this is the game that introduced them being super physical resistant. Oh, the Tritons are a thing as well. Actually, no, I'll kill those. That's leaving the room. I didn't realize that would straight up leave the room. Ow. Okay, no, we can survive another one. Doesn't mean I want to get hit by another one, but, you know. I should have brought magic potions. I went, nah, we'll be fine. We'll pick up magic stuff along the way. I should have brought magic potions. Oh, nice. Like, Needles draw like barely any experience, so that is appreciated. Oh, then there's only like 2 locations this particular enemy spawns in, so this one is definitely, if you're going for all souls, kill it now. I'm going to pause here for a sec, so I need to go again. We'll be back in just a sec. God, we've already done 60% of this game in 2 hours. Whoops. 1 sec. Alright, sorry for the wait, I'm back. How are we doing and everything, other than suffering? Sure, I'll take a potion to be safe. Okay. This area we're in, by the way, is entirely secret. Well, not secret, as in, like, optional. You don't need to go this way. There's nothing particularly here. We're just choosing to for now. And the main reason why is mostly because I'm on the lookout for hard mode weapons at this point. I don't know where they all are. I only know where, like, Death Scythe and the Kaiser Knuckles we, sold earlier is. I do want to go up the center middle, though, if we can. You can spam jumps when you're in the air. When you're in water, even, sorry. To just get up quicker. That's how they do, swimming in this game, technically. We do need to go back down here, so we're going to have to deal with all these creatures again, but oh well. Oh, there's the yellow book. Or Ancient Book 3, which will, like I said, these tell you it's a beautiful nightmare. Yeah, that's we'll get to them. It says your hints. It's like you need to find a soul that reflects a beautiful nightmare. And it's like later. Worry about it later. Oh jeez. Oh, don't land on my head. There's still 2 exits out of this room I want to check out. Oh my god, this thing's chasing me. Now what do we do? Armor for it, obviously. Thank you. Even is this way? Oh, the first super potion. We're directly above the waterfall room. This is the waterfall, which is why there's no music, because it's, a big important room. Well, big important when you're going for secret hunting. So we will be circling around to that spot eventually. What? You're not dead? Oh, I thought you. I just ran. Oh. I'm going to try to avoid using that super potion, because it's a free full heal, regardless of your health. As it restores all. So I'd very much rather like to keep that for when we need it. It's kind of funny how much extra damage these guys do. But they do like nearly okay, that was unnecessary, thanks game. They do like about a third of this on normal in terms of damage. I know there's a secret wall hit. There we go. So it's one of these two. I don't even think Yosufune's a weapon I'm going to be using. Yeah, but it's another. One of them. So there's only one of that kind of weapon that I like, and it's the one we're aiming for. And that's because that one still, even though it does that animation, it still counts as a light weapon, so you can cancel it. If you jump, you can cancel the animations. And so you can get out of where you need to. But we're done in this space for now, so we need to try and somewhat safely get out of here. This makes me wish this game had like a library card similar to Symphony, so we could just warp to a safe spot. I can't remember if any Vanias beyond this point have any kind of like safety system like that, where there's like something you can pick up that will give you a free get out of jail. Maybe in Order of Ecclesia, but it's been a while since I played the DS Vanias, so my memory's very hazy. Nice, I have $1,000. Oh wait, by the way, there's the gun, the handgun. It's above above the waterfall room. So you need to be able to get out of the roof of it, and then you can get a gun for your trouble. The gun's, funnily enough, the gun's not great. There's a weird irony there somewhere, but the gun's not great. It's not the space laser that I've been joking about for a while. Anyway, after that lengthy detour, let's move on. We don't have to ride the boat, I just want to. And just for a bit, just so we've got a bit more defense, I'm going to put Headhunter back on, just until we get to a point where we need either of the water souls. Or we reach a save room where we've got some bit more health on us again. Because I don't want to burn through all my potions so quick. I've only got 4 left already. Oh, the boat doesn't even turn around? Ugh. Oh, okay, now we need, Undyne. So we can do this. Oh, the waterfall will push you under. Which is why you have to jump around them. My priority, if you haven't guessed, is to try and get to that waterfall room. That's why I keep on bringing it up. Oh, this, if you want to kill a fish, there's your free grind. Fucking this stupid fucking room. Always a little bit of a sense of humor in these games. Oh, here we go. I knew there was one around here somewhere. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot. Poison doesn't work like any normal poison in this game. Poison doesn't, like, make you health drain. It halves your attack. So if anything, it's worse. Oh, I know this room. You see that spark that just flew across the screen? That's a one-of-a-kind enemy. You need to get the time stop, otherwise you can't catch it. Also, you know, the golem boss is now here as a normal enemy, so that's fun. So you want to try and get the golem's soul, you can. And it's here as a normal enemy, so it will respawn every time we kill it and leave the room. Or even if you just leave the room regardless, doesn't matter if you kill it or not. We need to go a layer lower, I think, before we can get yeah, nothing there. Before we can get to the waterfall room. Ow, fuck, okay, just disconnect the disc, why don't you, piece of... This one? Oh, I could have sworn there was at least one secret wall around here. I want to go this way. I think we're still not low enough for the waterfall room. I think this is a... Oh, God. So we have our damage lowered, so that would we wouldn't get that. Actually, no, I think we are at the right level, because it's down here. Ish. Yeah, I think we're at the right level for it, so we can go get what I want to get. We have to come back later when we get another ability, but you know. Oh, come on, Manito, how much health do you have? Oh, you have to kill all 3 eyes, that's the problem, got it. There we go. Oh, it's not. Damn it, that's the armor of water. We need to be on a different layer. I will probably swap to this, though, because it'll... Well, it lowers our int a little bit, but most of the enemies here are going to be water-based, so that's helpful. It'll prove its worth very quickly, even if we have lost a bit of int. Is it up here, then? Did I go too low? Oh no, I recall. We just gotta get past these shits. We're going to get here. Oh, jeez. Try and survive this, because, you know, the Archdemon is not in a ideal place. I'm just going to reset the room. Please stay away. Here's a warp room. Let's go back to the bloody shop first. And it's not going to buy magic potions, because clearly I need them. How much money do we even have? Wrong button. 11k. Okay, there goes all our money, but oh well.
Okay.
Welcome back, I have a message. It's someone in the castle is a monster that can stop time. Yeah, we're working on that. I just wanted my heal, thank you. You don't need the time stop for anything other than to get a book. The red book we saw was in the study. The blue book is on the other side of that chrono mage, the rabbit that like used time powers to kick us out of the room. Right, let's get back down there. And so you don't actually need the books in the same way you don't need like the spell books in Symphony to use the spells. You don't need the books to get the true ending if you already know what the spells what the souls are that you need. But this way goes to the waterfall room. So that's the poison worm. Ow, 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 ow. The damn plants. They do like 6 damage on normal, I want to specify. This is it. This waterfall, now what you try, or seemingly whatever you try, won't work. However, over here you can see there's a symbol. And over here, there's another one. These are the symbol of Curly and Undyne. With both, you can break through here and get the Eversing, which is an insane defense boost, so we'll be equipping it. Pillar. And through it we can access a secret area. This area is dangerous, but the reward is worth it. The forbidden area. This is entirely a secret area you don't need to explore. Now I know that these things are the Dryad's plants are like infinitely deadlier on hard, because they literally, it's like they do two or 3 damage per tap on normal, and whilst this one it's like it's nearly enough to do over half our health, so we have to be careful. Oh, there's a mud man here. Hey, remember that fuck from Circle of the Moon? Yeah, they're back now. And they have more Kung Fu moves. Nice. this door is blocked off from this side, and the reason why it's like that, because it actually links to the study. And we want to take it because there's a save room in the study, and we can circle round and... Ow. Get the red book while we're at it. And red book is Spirit of Hellfires. Once you figure out what the theming is that the books are going for, you probably don't even need the last one. If you figure out what it's going for, you're like, oh, okay. You just do X, Y, and Z and you've got it, kind of thing. But once you figure out the theming, you also start to cotton on to what the big plot twist of this game is. Because this game does have a plot twist. It's not as straightforward as go stop the evil. And it's actually a pretty cool plot twist. So much so that the Castlevania community on Reddit still spoiler tag it anytime they talk about it. It's not like the big revolutionary game-breaking twist sort of thing, but it is kind of cool. Can this please? Thank you. Oh, we don't So we don't need this this anymore. We need something else. We need to actually swap to Scholar. I'm going to go for the weapon first before I go for the loot you're expected to go for. So it's going to go this way first. Just because if I can get the powerful weapon first, it'll just give me a bit more breathing room for the rest. It's over here. Here it is. The Calm Solace. It's a holy-based weapon that counts as a light weapon, even though it's an overhead swing. So it will reset when we touch the ground, so you can just do this. And because it's light-based, most things in the game are weak to light. Look how much damage it just rinsed on these guys. It's an insanely good weapon. I said it's, in my opinion, it's the best weapon in the game. It's this game's Chrysogrim. It's not as OP as the Chrysogrim. It does have some downsides. Like I said, it is holy based, so anything that isn't holy, you're not going to get as much out of it. But everything else kind of makes up for it. So we're doing way more damage now. It's an amazing weapon to get a hold of, and it's why I always try and beeline for it the moment I get under here. Also, there's a flame demon under here. That flame demon is actually one of the souls you need for the true ending. There's other locations it will show up in, don't worry, this isn't the only spot. But it's just as a heads up, if you're going for it, you do need to pick up that soul. Fucking Mudman. I'm hoping the flame demon will drop its soul, you know, sooner rather than later, but it doesn't seem to be that way. Oh yeah, if you want the Ripper soul, there's your grind spot. There's like fucking 10 of them in this box. Literally, look. They have a very low drop rate because of this shit, but you know. If you wanted their soul, there it is. You know, if you want to grind it easy. Is this the Mimic? Yeah, okay, there's the Mimic. There's only, I think that's another one of those only one of its kind in the game. So if you want the Mimic soul, you need to grind this one. Nice, we did get Ripper. Stab enemies with a blood-soaked knife. I think it's health drain. Or soul drain. Like it will actually there we go. We got Flame Demon. Oh, we don't have any MP to show it off. Okay, we'll get MP in a bit. Actually, I need to burn a potion anyway, so I'll just do this. Have you figured it out yet? Because I remember when I first saw it, I saw that and I went, oh, okay. When I first went for it as a kid. Like, as soon as I saw that one and realised that was the book you needed for the true end, I realised immediately what the other two were going to be. The other two you need if you haven't figured it out, are Giant Bat and Succubus. Giant Bat is dropped by a boss, so don't worry about it. You'll get it. So it's just Succubus you have to worry about. But Succubus is actually near that boss that drops Giant Bat. So it's easy enough to get both of them. And Flame Demon's not too far away normally from them. It's just you can encounter them early here. But for now I'm going to put Disc Armor back on. So we can still cancel our inputs, so it's like, it's got a huge range on it, it's giant, it's killing these things super quick, faster than any other weapon we've got. Like, the moment you get it, you don't use anything else. Even in hard mode, it's so good. Because it's not the highest damage dealing weapon, but the fact that it's holy based, and you know 99% of this game are demons, and so are weak to holy, is what makes it so absurdly powerful. Because like in terms of raw damage, Death's Scythe and the Boss Rush weapon do more, but both of them aren't holy based, so and aren't as quick as this. So there's the trade-off. Which is the other reason why I say like after death it does get easier for a bit. Because after death I go straight for this weapon. And then once you get it, the next few bosses are significantly easier as a result. This weapon also comes back in Dawn of Sorrow, the direct successor, but they nerfed the shit out of it. It's still a great weapon, and arguably one of the best weapons in that game. But what they do in Dawn is make it that it's a two-handed heavy weapon. So Soma stops dead in his tracks to swing it. Like, you can't cancel anything. You have to, like, commit to the full animation. So you can't do this with it at all, which really starts working against you because it's a two-handed, so you lose. You have to be standing on the ground and press it, and then like Soma will like lift it over his head and slam it down. Anyway, you can see that even like the bigger threats aren't that much of a threat now anymore. Which way do I want to go left? There's two bosses to the left, and I'm gonna go do both of them. You don't need to do both, but I want to, because I'll do every boss. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to go the upper road or the lower. I'll go to lower since it's right here. Also, there's another Skyfish, which is what the name of those lightning fast demons that just fly through the air is called. Poison worm. If you notice how all the worms we've encountered after that first one have been poison worms, yeah, they are separate enemies. Also, that's red, so that's mana. Mana prism up there. Which you can, if we took the other path left instead of this one, we would have got. Which is why I debated it, because I knew that item was coming up. And I think along here is where we need to go. Yeah. Damn, I hate to be interrupted. Yoko! Are you alright? Are you feeling okay? Say something, anything! Oh, alright. Thank you for rescuing me. Graham, that bastard! What has he done? He has absorbed this castle's power, and he's gotten much stronger. His plan has failed. Save your strength, there's no need to speak. Be cautious of him, but don't overexert yourself. What? Yoko! Oh, she's just unconscious. She's still breathing. I underestimated the amount of power he acquired. Don't just stand there mumbling. Yoko's in bad shape. Go, I will see to her wounds. Can't just leave her like this, she's my friend. Do not worry about her. I believe there are other things you need to do. Graham went to the throne. What's there? What are you hiding from me? I cannot say. You must go there yourself, and if you don't, you will lose Mina, and Yoko as well. Their fate is in your hands. Damn you. I don't like your attitude, but I don't think you're lying. I feel as if I'm being manipulated. I just don't like it, but I'll do as you say. But if we ever escape from this castle alive, I want to know everything. Fair enough. I'll be on your way. Oh, right, I need to sync. So approaching the Colosseum, and yeah, I want to make sure I'm prepared. So I want to check everything out. The reason why I jumped over that gap to go into that bottom to this room instead of going through is because that leads to the other area where the other boss is, which is supposed to be like the next one in the list. I'd rather go to the Colosseum first. I'd rather go here because this is where the Colosseum is. The Colosseum is a dangerous location. Or the arena as they call it. It's basically the Colosseum of this game. It's in every game. There's a lot of enemies here, and some of them are pretty damaging, so be wary. Including these beam skeletons. You know they're crotch beam skeletons? Yeah, they're around. Also, kill a mantle. If you can get their soul, please do. That's another soul that's well worth trying to nab. Ah. Okay, that's warp room, save rooms later on. Those red skeletons, if they're not attacking, they will guard whatever you throw at them. It's just been kind of more fortunate that every time I've attacked them, they've already been in the middle of trying something. Also, recolor of the Minotaur, but it does count as a new enemy, so it does have a new soul on it. Even it's literally just red Minotaur, that they kind of gave up renaming it. Ow! Fucker. Just, like, literally just uppercutted me, just take me in the schnoz. Also, did you see how the range on this sword made it so we never got close enough for the Minotaur to swing? And here's the Leviathan. Leviatane, which is a fire weapon. Which would be good if he didn't have this. But I get it, on a casual playthrough, you probably don't realise that you can do that. Or even if you do, you might not even have the souls to do so. You might not even have, like, Curly by the time you get there. So making so there's other great weapons you can pick up, yeah, it makes sense, you know? Super potion? Oh, it's just a high potion. I'll just use it then. Or something that'd be a super for all the journeying we have to do to get it. Because that enemy guards our attack. It's only when he's about to swing you can hit him. There you go. Oh, that gladiator, I think this is the only one in the game as well, so it's another enemy you just got to try and get the soul for, or remember it's there. I'm trying to, every enemy that I know there's only one of, I'm trying to make a point of noting, so if you're going for 100% on the souls, it's easier for you to kind of look back on this, if you choose to, and be like, oh, okay, this is there. I can go get it there then if you forget, because you will. It's a castle, you're not going to remember where every single enemy placement is, you know? So you barely can't get up there, so don't worry about it. Here's where I grind Killer Mantle. Because there's a save room's right there, so if you get hit, it's not the end of the world. Similar to the Kicker Skeleton, and in fact I'm going to save. So I want to show why I want to get Killer Mantle. There we go. Killer Mantle, the ability to swap HP and NP of enemies. You know I said there was that one enemy? I remembered as I saw the Killer Mantle when we walked in, I remembered. I was like, remember there's that one enemy that I said it has 9,999 health and the same with defense, but 0 MP? You use Killer Mantle. If you hit it with Killer Mantle, it'll instant kill that enemy. It's the way you're supposed to deal with it. But the arena, if you hold down, you can ride this lift down and go straight to the boss, but there's 3 challenge rooms for your picking if you decide to come do them. And because the save room's right there, you might as well. Also, we just got Lubricant, which is basically Berserker. The lower your health is, the more damage you do. Also, there's statues, you can see like they're like splatting their hand and kicking their foot out. That will hurt you if you touch it. You can see what we're doing. There we go. Be careful when you come out. You don't want that to drop on you. This is Orlox's suit, yes. It just, you know, looks the same. I mean, it boosts a lot of stats, but that then it is a bit of a tank on the defense for only what will ultimately be for us only 2 more attack points. Because your strength is what affects your attack. Your concentration is your resistances, like to elements, I think, and intelligence is magic damage. I'll keep what we've got on for now, but I'll keep it in mind. But in terms of raw numbers, the trade-off isn't enough, that's the thing. There is better stuff we'll be swapping to past the Eversing. The Eversing is not the best armor in the game or anything. It's actually quite mid-tier. You bitch. I was just trying to escape quick. Alright, fine. I'm gonna play this game. Okay, don't do that. There we go. And the funny thing is, these arenas give me more trouble than the boss probably will. I don't find the boss that bad. Unless he, like, does insane damage in hard, which is always a chance. Then it might be a bit worrying, but... So there's 3 of these rooms. All of them have their own reward. Yeah, and there's the Enrius, an alternate version of the Valk. Which drops a far less interesting soul, unfortunately. You need to hit this button on your way, because it will make it so the one of the conveyor belts... this one goes the other way, so you can get under. If you leave that button, it won't, and so you will, it will push you back too much. Ow. Also, there's a here's the silver gun. The silver gun is a hard mode only weapon, separate from the gun that's at the top of the waterfall room. Yes, it is just straight up a gun. Just give me my sword back. We also picked up Balmung, which is a dark weapon. So, you know, most of the enemies in the games will resist it. Not everything, but most. As I think it's a dark weapon, I have to check. When we get to a safe spot. Now you see the problem. You get turned to stone. If you get turned to stone, just like in most Castlevanias, if you're turned to stone, anything that hits you will do far more damage. I'm going to go back up and save again. This. I mean, it's alright, but it's a heavy weapon, so you can't cancel out of it. You're stuck. Your animations are stuck in. Oh, but the next room is fun. The last one. It's got a little it's got a Simon Says mini game you got to do, and if you fail it, it drops you into a sea of enemies. In fact, I'm gonna actually kill these enemies first, just in case I mess it up. I mean, I shouldn't, but I know this will be the one time I do somehow fail Simon Says. And it's more free experience, so, you know, not going to turn it down. Anyway, jump on this. and it will move you onto the platform. Pay attention to the light. Okay, I took too long. You have to press it as soon as it arrives. I thought it'd do a sequence. I forgot it's not that kind of Simon Says. Told you I'd screw it up. I thought it was following a sequence. No, you have to actually do it the moment it presses it. There we go. Isn't it fun? And your reward for your trouble is the rare ring, which I think boosts drops that aren't souls. Oh no, the rune ring, not rare. No, the rare ring's there. Increase the appearance rate of rare items, yeah. So drops that aren't souls are more likely to drop. Now let's go up, save one more time, and take on the boss. Just because, as much as I don't think this boss is hard, I know this will be the one time it gets me killed. You know, this the fortune is it always works out that way. And then after we beat it, we'll get bats, so we can start picking up some unique garbs and whatnot, which means we'll be heading up the clock tower. I think after I head up the clock tower, I'll wrap up for this stream. It's just I want to get it, else I know I'll forget. But oh no, it's Giant Bat. He's back again. Whatever. Oh, never mind. They bait you. It's like, yeah, we got another iconic. What? No, never mind. This is Balor. When he's moving his fists around, touching them will hurt you no matter what. When it's still though, you can land on them. Yeah, he hits like a truck. Once you've destroyed the eye, the other eye comes alive, and it's literally just this. If you get to this point, you've won, because you've got the double jump, so you're never at fear of See, he's done. You're never in any fear of getting hurt. I told you, it's not a hard fight. And he will always drop his soul. He drops Balor. Because he's the only time you fight him. Like, he doesn't return as a repeating enemy. But that's not the reason why you come here. You come here for this. Giant bat. We can now turn into a bat. And when you leave... Oh. Jay, what's wrong? You look pale. Don't worry, just now. All of my memories came flooding back. What? It seems that your dark power triggered the return of my memories. Just like I guessed, I have quite an extensive history with Dracula. I thought so. My real name is Julius Belmont. I am a descendant of the clan that has fought against Dracula for ages. And the person who destroyed Dracula in 99 was... Yes, it was me, but there were others who assisted me. So if Dracula is revived again, just as it is written in the prophecy, then I must destroy him. It is my destiny. You haven't met a man named Graham yet, have you? Graham? No, you mean that missionary, right? I met him a little while ago, but when he saw my face, he turned and ran. He told me that he was Dracula. I did sense Dracula's powers at work within him, but it's difficult to believe that he's Dracula. Rather, I think... No, forget it. It is nothing more than a hunch. Huh? Assuming that he is Dracula, I won't be able to kill him yet. Why not? I need my weapon. I need a weapon. Sounds like Master Chief. Your weapon? Yes, it's a whip that was handed down to me. It's called the Vampire Killer. In 99, I sealed it in this castle to weaken his spirits and magical powers. That means it's in this castle somewhere. Yes, and I know exactly where it is. I'll go and get it now. Alright, please be careful. Pray that my hunch proves to be wrong. Farewell for now. Alright, let's get back to that warp room. Well, actually, firstly, now we can fly, we need to also check the waterfall room to get the other gun. Nothing says Castlevania like a gun. We haven't even got the space rifle. I wonder where that is. I wonder if that's in the one of the last areas of the game. So I'm honestly not sure where it is. But I am going to try and get the last thing we need. I think it's over here. Yeah, the succubus is here. Ow, hey, get off me! Also, the black cloak is here, which I think is better than our crimson. Yeah. Unfortunately, the cloaks don't change your sprite color in this game. That's something they just don't do in this one, like they did with Symphony. But oh well. I guess there had to be a limitation somewhere. But yeah, we're after succubuses, and we need it for the true ending, so we are going to stay here to grind for a sec. It's what the last book asks for. And I suppose if we get Lilith along the way, it's a little extra. I mean, as I was saying, ow, ow. Don't just punch me. Still no. So we're not leaving. We have to get it. It's mandatory. It's annoying that its drop rate seems to be relatively low. And you might have said once again, hard mode. So soul rate is dropped. Soul rate drop has increased. Still no, come on. There we go. Absorb enemy HP when you attack. And now we have all 3 of the souls you need. You need Fire Demon, you need Succubus, and you need Giant Bat. Oh, and we just get that again. Not again, I guess. Oh, and you as well. Oh, so now the game's giving out souls like candy. Do you want to give me Beam Skeleton as well while you're at it? No, of course not. Ow! That's a stronger version of the Burrow, if I recall. Come on. Thank you. Oh, ramen? Okay. I don't think the ramen heals too much, but I appreciate it, game. Oh, a stronger version of the Creeping Skull. You know, because that boss was so pathetic, not only does it become a normal enemy, it becomes a normal enemy that has a stronger variant. What a downgrade. To not even be the strongest version of yourself when you get downgraded from a boss. Almost feel bad for him. But it is the stronger variant, the Bale. Yeah, it's no longer a crotch beam, but it still kind of looks like it from the angle. I only wanted to kill it because I know that there's like no other versions of that gladiator enemy around. I think there might be one on the top floor, actually. There might be 2 spots. More I think about it. I can't remember one pushing me around on the top floor. Anyway, we need to go back up the clock tower, but I also want to check out the waterfall room. Just trying to think what would be the easiest way. Actually, firstly, I want to get a heal. So I will go talk to Mina to get the heal. Hey, that woman back there, is she okay? I don't know. She's been wounded pretty badly. The medicine I have won't help much. Hope she'll be alright. Yeah, me too. Know why I said that? Because she's my type. Well, I got business to run. What'd you like? Thanks for sharing. Anything new you sell? On the Ascalon? Oh, Soma, I wonder if Yoko will be alright. Do you know Yoko? Yeah, she's been coming to my house since I was very young. Because I'm an only child. She's been like a big sister to me. I see. Did Arikado bring her? Yeah, he did. Then I'm sure she's okay. He said not to worry about her. He was confident he could save her. That's why he brought her here. If you say that she'll be fine, I believe you. I know this is tough for you, but hang in there. Okay, leave it to me. Thanks for the heal. Right, waterfall room first. Because it's a shorter travel, and then we'll go up and get Death's Scythe and the warp. You bitch. Oh, it landed on me anyway? Oh. Well, at least we got better defense. It only did 19 and not like 40 odd. Trying to think, is there a fake wall up here somewhere on the left side? Oh, there is a just wall, which leads to the Rogener's Spear. Oh, that's awful. And up here is the usual gun, I said the weaker gun, the one that's not the hard mode one. And that's where the opposite side of the potion would be. And over here is the flesh golem that's on its own. So if you want to get flesh golem soul, this is actually the best place for you. Because it's on its own here, so you can just worry about it and nothing else. And I think that's it for this space. Yes, it is. Okay. And we need to go back. But there's a lot of little spaces you can go to now. You've got Giant Bat that you can squeeze into, because it's about it's only 1 pixel high, so any gap you can squeeze into. But what we need, is this the quick? I'm trying to think from the if I go Floating Garden instead. No, this is still the quickest. I was trying to think if I cut through Floating Garden instead, would that be quicker? But no, this is still quickest. And now we've got this. This area is far less dangerous because we've got such a wide hitbox to get things away from us. And also now Valkyrie's entirely worthless. I wanted Valkyrie because Valkyrie is holy based. And now we've got a sword that's holy, so it doesn't matter. Left and up, okay. No, I want Scholar. I don't know why I'm bothering killing the bomber armor. After it took me 2 hours to get its soul, I'm not expecting to get it. You know, it was 2 hours to get it, and I had the ring that boosts soul odds on when I got it. And I had far higher luck stat than what I have right now. But in here's Death's robe. Not Dracula's robe, I was thinking of something else. That was fuck. Hang on. There you go. I saw it just as I transitioned screens. If you transition screen, the soul disappears. Which is why that's why I was like, oh, I need to go get it. Oh yeah, right, I should actually show you what Death's Robe is. Oh, is it an armor? Lowers your defense by 1 stat, boosts everything else. And then, especially your luck. It's worth coming back for. And this is Death's sickle. It's the 2nd highest damage weapon in the game. Problem is, it's also a heavy weapon, so you can't cancel with it. It's got an insane fucking hitbox. But I'm not going to be using it, because you can just be quicker with this. You can just do that. Anyway, let's get out of here. We got what we needed. Where am I going to aim for the wrap? We get to that bottom warp, and then go left the other way. I think there's another save room. No, there isn't. Never mind. I'm thinking where it is in my mind. It's not. We have to go down and around. All right. I'm going to. I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go save at the entrance hall, so we can enter from the other direction next time. So I can show off that part of the map the next time we're here. I'm going to go to the save point in the entrance hall, and then that'll be a good wrap point for today. And then we'll do easily the rest of the game and then some tomorrow. I might do Julius mode as well next time, if we finish super early, just to show it off, because I genuinely love Julius mode in this game. It's so fun. Julius is such a walking toolkit, which yeah, I was saying earlier, like just extra mode earlier, because I didn't want to spoil like Julius too much, even though if you were paying attention, and I even mentioned him, I had a save file called Julius. I even brought attention to the fact I had a save file called Julius. But yeah, if we're done super quick, I'll do a Julius run as well tomorrow. Go underwater. Straight down. The reason why I swapped back to Headhunter, just to remind you, is because Headhunter gets stronger in boosting your stats depending on how many souls you've picked up. The more the better. And so picking up things like Valkyrie and whatnot, it's all just feeding into it, making it just a little bit better. So I'm going to go here, and then that red save room to our right, I'm going to go to that save room, and that's where I'll wrap for the day. Dun, 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 dun. Because I will go through the other entrance to the underground reservoir, which is there next time. The back door route, as I usually refer it to. Let's save. All good. But 80% of the map's done, for goodness sake. That's why I mean, like, next stream's not going to be that long. I know this game well. But I'm going to wrap it up here. We're level 34. I love this game, and I hope by the end of this, more so than any other Vania, including Symphony, because Symphony is the easy one to recommend, whilst this one's a little bit more obscure, that I'm convinced at least one of you to give this game a try, because this game's so fun. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.